And hopefully we are live. I hope so. Hello, good evening everybody. Hello and welcome to Angry Welshman Productions. I am Reese. I am joined tonight by Sam of Blastpipe Productions.
Hello.
And I'm also joined by Mr Trollyfodder, Jared himself.
Oh.
And he's joining us at 4 o'clock in the morning from the land of Aussie land.
Upside down land.
Upside down world. So
I am tired.
He's pretty tired because it's very early in the morning. So just before we start, everybody, if you can just confirm you can hear me, Jared and Sam. I'm going to unpause Train Sim and bring the loco out of the shed. So tonight we're going to be showcasing Jared's latest route, which hasn't been released just yet. At the moment it's called the Diamond River Logging Railroad. It's soon to be released on the Steam Workshop. It will destroy your computer, so be prepared for that, because it is, as typical with Jared's work, it's one of the most amazing routes that you'll find. I've totally forgotten that tonight I'm going to be using the Machine Rail Baldwin 460s. But also, they're from Machine Rail and I haven't put any links to it in the chat, so I'm sorry about that. When I update the thing afterwards, I'll sort that out.
Yeah, but technically Brazilian.
There we go then. I've just done my little intro scene from the Baldwins. I just thought I'd show off these diminutive little machines, and I tell you what, Jared sent me a few screenshots of these and I was like, huh? When did these come into Train Sim? I've never even seen them, and I drove them a few times and they are wonderful little machines. So head over to Machine Rail. It's all in Portuguese, so you may have a bit of trouble. You have to translate things a bit, but yes, a few people are saying turn Train Sim volume down. Yeah, I accidentally turned that up earlier, so let me just turn that down a sec. How's that? Let me know if that's better for you, everybody.
You're using the one with a lamp on its head.
Yes, I am. I'm using number 210. But in the shed I also have a couple of others, number 215 and the VFCO 220, which I think that one is an oil burning variant.
Yeah, I'm using the wood burning one that only has one lamp on it. It's like 210, but it doesn't have the roof lamp.
I've got the RMV. At the moment, you should probably bear in mind that these locos are in the Brazilian liveries, because they are sort of technically still supposed to be working in Brazil, because they were made by a Brazilian creator. Everybody is saying the volume is much better. That's good. All right then. So we've got a night of shunting, or should I say switching, planned for you all. Oh, and I've already ballsed it up.
What have you done?
Right, the head shunt to come out the engine shed, I put a bunch of stake wagons right at the end of the head shunt. So we're already off to a fantastic start, everybody. Everybody better keep reminding me that we're going to have to do a lot of saving on this live stream.
Yep.
So I tell you what. Yeah?
You're in the carrot shed.
Yeah, I know. But, potato. Why is there a carriage shed? It's a logging railway.
Hang on, you're missing a roundhouse.
Am I?
Yep.
What pack is it from?
It should be the Clear Creek.
Oh, because I do have the Clear Creek. That's weird.
Huh.
I'm going to turn the headlight off.
So we've got, once again, the first of Reese and his different assets.
Yep, as always. I just figured tonight it'd be nice to do something different from the normal sort of live streams that we do. Because we do tend to stick to British stuff mainly. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to try something different. And also because Jared has ventured into American logging railroads, I thought, why not? So, how long did this route take you to make from start to finish, Jared?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Don't forget to show everyone the route.
So there you go.
What was that, Sam?
Don't forget to show everyone the route.
We'll shift these stake cars away from the head shunt so I can actually run back. And then we'll head to the turntable. Because I want to be facing the right way. Because I'm sure, knowing Jared, he's probably put a 1 in 10 gradient somewhere.
To be fair, that's normally my influence.
Oh yeah, Mr. Keithley and Worth Valley. Oh, I better uncouple from these stake wagons. So, let's just click that button there. And throw the reverser. We'll have a quick look in the cab because these are fabulous little machines. Somebody did say, oh, Highland Winterwolf has just donated $5. Thank you very much, sir. I'll explain why the donations are important tonight in just a moment. He said, as always, you are challenged not to derail. Caledonian Railway beats the Great Western, just saying. Well, the fact that you've had to pay to say that, you know, it kind of says there's a bit of bitterness involved there.
I think Chris paid him to say it.
Probably, yeah. So, Riso Chakan is saying Reese is a potato. Right, okay. There
Well,
we
I
go.
think potato,
Potato.
tomato.
Oh, I probably should show you guys the whistle as well. So let's have a little blow. And then what was the buttons, Sam? Is it Control and A?
Space.
No, to change the tone.
Space.
Enter.
And enter. You gotta press space, and if you hold down enter while you
Oh,
deeper.
oh! I did not know it did that.
Yeah, and I've got to admit, since I'm Supreme have tried it through tab controls, that's the first time I've ever seen anyone try it through keyboard controls, and it works brilliantly.
Now that was the most epic whistle I've heard in Train Sim.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it again. That is brilliant. You okay? Thank you. Yeah, I heard him crying. Is he alright? He does. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Back to the live stream. So we're going to head now towards the turntable. Let's just make sure that all the... Oh my god, I am so stupid!
Yes, you are.
Oh, why have I done this? It's Jared's fault.
What?
Oh,
What did I do?
You'll see. So I'm going towards the depot, or where the roundhouse is, but because I put wagons on that track, I have to go down the middle line, which then puts me in the siding, so I have to sort of ferry back, and then shuffle my way into the engine shed, or where the engine shed should be.
Jared, just watching on Discord or whatever, I've screened to the chat so you can see what I'm doing as well.
Alright.
And we've got a bell with this engine as well, haven't we? Oh, watch now, I won't have enough bloody room on the head shunt. No, I need to go forward a bit further. We're going to be doing some switching tonight, lads. It's only going to take about 4 years.
Well, I'm on the way to pick up my wagon,
How have you got off before me?
because I started from the engine shed where you're supposed to start.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, that's for some reason invisible for you, Reese.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why the engine shed is invisible. There's a secret Mikado hiding over there. And we're backing her up. I don't know, I've never actually fired one of these things, so we'll have to see how it goes going up these hills, because I'm sure there's going to be an inevitable 1 in 10 gradient.
I'm not giving any advice whatsoever on the firing, Reese.
But you should.
Nah, I really shouldn't.
Why?
Because that'll give you an advantage.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
It is a race.
Fun. So, are we taking logs up first, or are we taking coal, or what are we going for first?
Well, I was going to take empty wagons.
Alright, so we're taking empty wagons up from the main line at siding.
First, I got to try and get to the blooming turntable. There we go. Right.
I would say just be cautious. Some of the curves on this route are fairly tight.
I think.
Well, I managed to derail the other day whilst thinking. So,
I'll be saving every 2 minutes.
yeah, basically I would stay safe before you go over every set point. Or every corner. It's safe.
Does anyone in the chat know about the bell whistles or bell codes that I need to be doing?
Depends when they were invented. I mean, this is like Victorian America.
Hey, Reese.
Yeah.
What's your scenery density level set to in your settings?
It should be full. Somebody did say if the scenery level is like low, but it should be full.
Because I noticed there's...
What?
Well, you'd have to go to the main menu to check that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah, there's no milk bottle.
if it does need checking, it's better to check it like now rather than
Yeah, that's true.
before we've done much.
Let me just get around and then I'll check.
Right, well, I found my wagon, so I'll wait until you're ready, Reese.
Alright, everybody, I've just got to check the settings a minute. Come
What
on,
else?
trains in.
Ooh, a tree.
A
Oh,
tree in a forest? No way. You have to cut down a tree with a herring.
It's just not quite tall.
Let's have a look. Is it gameplay? No.
No, it's graphics.
Graphics, advanced, installing workshop items. No, please don't.
Please.
Scenery
don't.
quality. Oh, somebody's made messing with it.
Have you, by any chance, updated your drivers since you last played it?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a thing the other day where I had to update my drivers, and I noticed that it reset all of my game's graphics settings, which was a real pain, but it might be something similar.
What's this depth of field? What does that do?
Oh, don't fiddle with that. It's an absolute nightmare.
Ambient occlusion?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Turn scenery quality up to, yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit behind.
Yeah, it's a minute or so behind. I don't know what to do about ambient occlusion.
Reese, I've had someone message me saying, Sam, could you tell Reese the following US whistle codes? 1 short whistle, stop. 2 short whistles, forwards, 2 short whistles moving backwards, 2 long, 1 long, and 1 long is coming up to a crossing.
Oh, nice. Resume. Hopefully I can resume where we were. Let's try it again.
If at first you don't succeed,
Give up.
go home and get drunk.
Drink a very large quantity of rum.
This message sponsored by Rum Company Unanimous.
What? Ah, now I have an engine shed.
Hey!
It should be a little more detailed than that too.
It almost feels like I've got a fisheye lens going on with the camera.
That's because you fit over your point of view. Isn't it?
Yeah, this point of view looks really horrible.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
How do I change that?
So, you've got to go back into your settings.
Oh, God.
Don't you just love train sim?
Oh, I love it. How did I do that? Ambient light, brightness, no. Field of view, that's why.
It looks horrific. Oh, Lord.
I didn't even realise I turned that one up. Field of view. What if I put it at 0?
What it'd do. You probably want it somewhere in the middle.
Won't be long, guys, for everybody watching the live stream. Let's see what happens.
Right, which way am I going? I'm going up the long side of the E. I think you should just call this route like Jared.
Hmm?
You should just call this route. That's a good siding. So we'll go into that one, then we'll run round down that line. I'm gonna have to shunt that way to get the wagons, so I'm gonna want that one to sit that way.
Right. Well, that does look better. It feels a little bit zoomed in. But it's better than before. Right, anyway. Let's carry on. Here's this Mikado everybody wanted to have a look at. Right. Hopefully we can actually do something properly.
Wishful thinking.
I know.
Come on, it's Angry Welshman Productions production.
Oh, Gwion is saying you can change this in-game under camera settings. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gwion, for telling me after I already went to the main menu and all.
You know what? I think it's like sepia. Let's go for like a noisy sepia thing.
The only problem is the steam effects don't change.
Yeah, that is a good point. They're still in like full colour.
Emergency brakes. Oh, and I'm still not in the right place to throw the points. Wonder if I should I use the loco brake or the air brake? I should really use the air brake, but yeah.
Try the handbrake.
You know, thinking about it, Reese, that's a good question, because I'm not entirely convinced these trains would actually have fitted brakes.
Well, they've got the
air
pipe.
brakes.
They do have the pipework for air braking, but whether that would have been fitted originally or not, I don't know.
Well, I meant the locos don't have them, but the wagons have them.
Oh no, the wagons definitely won't.
Well, in that case, does it matter if you use the loco brake or the train?
No, it doesn't, because we're going to be running away all the way downhill. The runaway train came down the track and she blew. Woo. Right, so in 21 minutes of streaming, so far we've fiddled around with my settings and we've, restarted twice. So good going so far.
A typical AWP stream.
I know, right?
Hey Reese,
Hello.
I thought I should let you know that speed limits don't have any signs, but they do show up in the F4 or F3 hook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Nice.
show on that little preview screen, whatever that's called.
The F3 hood.
The hood.
Yeah.
Oh, why did that set of points change? Go back. I don't know
You
why
don't have
that
much
set.
luck, are you?
Reese, I've been waiting in game now for you for 10 minutes. Come on, hurry up.
Hey,
Trains
that's rich coming from you every time I've had to wait for you.
Exactly, I've never enjoyed being the one waiting while I can. I'm also thinking I might do these locos because I do quite like them.
What did you say, sorry?
I'm thinking I might do some reskins for the locos because
Oh,
I do
please
quite
do. Can we do a Pennine Valley Railway livery? Sam! Use
Yes?
Railworks tools to change all the track in the Pennine Valley Railway route to be the 3-foot narrow gauge. I didn't change the point. I went all the way back and I forgot to change the point. Oh, come on.
Where are you trying to go, Reese?
I'm just trying to get off this head shunt. There we go. It's changed. I haven't thrown any wood on this fire yet. I'm kind of wondering what my critical fire mass is going to be. I got 44% fire, so I should be okay for the time being.
Well,
Right.
there's one way to find out, Reese.
What, murder everybody?
No, don't touch your fire, and when you run out of steam, you'll know you need to touch your fire.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Jared, do you want us to tell us a little bit about the route so far? So we got the standard gauge interchange here.
Yep.
There's no cranes, is there? Oh, there is a crane.
Yeah, there is. There's a
train
couple
on
at
the
each end.
platform.
Oh, there's even a little steam engine that's attached to the crane. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there was quite a few nice assets with the few DLC that I used for this.
So what DLC did you use for it?
Oh, let's see if I can remember. Hang on, let me bring up the workshop page. I wrote it down.
I know you used Clear Creek and the lumber expansion.
Yeah. Right, so there's the Clear Creek narrow gauge. There's the logging expansion for said route. Woodhead BR Blue Electric, whatever that one is.
Yeah.
The West Highland extension and the Union Pacific 119.
Nice.
That comes with some of those assets.
I haven't had to put any water in yet either. I'm stoking up the fire though, getting ready for this climb out of this. Because it's Jared, I know there's going to be a climb.
Not as bad as you think if you're a competent driver.
You're funny, you are, Sam. Is he a competent driver? Come on.
Yeah, okay. fair
This is
point.
me. How many times have you live streamed with me now?
Yeah,
Don't be naive. Okay, the
See-
loco brakes are not as effective as I thought.
you are a lot more competent than you make it seem. You're just careless.
Yeah, this is true. For comedy effect.
I'm not even sure if it is for comedic effect. I think you're just saying that to try and cover your back.
Right, I am coupled up to some wagons. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 wagons. Do you think that's enough, or too many, or not enough?
I think that's not enough.
Not enough.
I think you need more.
Alright, I'll get more then.
I'm taking 20 wagons up this hill.
20?
Yep.
Are you insane?
Nope.
You are.
I would take more, but I can't really put the small in sidings.
I'm gonna pull them up. I gotta remove these state wagons so I can get the rest of the login wagons.
Aye.
I mean, you could take them up too.
We're gonna go up to that first login place, the one you go a bit further up the line and then you turn right. Oh, talking about naming things, we need to come up with some names, don't we? Because Jared needs some names for the towns and places that we're visiting.
I think we should just call the whole route just the one letter E. That'll be a capital though. And there's very good reason for that, which you will find if you go on the map view.
I mean, I didn't mean for it to turn out like that. It just kind of did.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering, I'd like to name one place, I don't know which one. I was thinking the place with the lake actually, in honour of one of my favourite series of all time from YouTube, which is Red vs Blue. I'd like to name it Blood Gulch.
Ooh.
I don't know whether anyone knows, well, I just told you what show it's from, but you know.
Nice one, Reese.
Oh, the point lever is missing. I hate it when Train Sim does this.
You could have just left it at a train sim. I mean, let's be honest, we all hate train sim, really. It's just the best of what there is available.
This is true. Let's get some wagons. The WDW locos absolutely have independent brakes. If they didn't, Disney would not use them. Oh, okay. I just realised if you shut the reg, this loco just grinds to a halt.
Yeah, it doesn't have much in the way of roll physics.
No, I was going to say it doesn't seem to have much in the way of roll physics.
Yes, it doesn't have much in the way of roll physics.
Yeah, the sad thing about the locos that we're using, the Baldwins, is they are kind of using recycled steam sounds from, was it the Mesh Tools Austerity?
Yeah.
The chuffing noise, but to be honest, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm okay with that.
Well, it's not too bad.
The way I
No
look at
7F.
it. As long as it's not a 7F or a Black 5, then it's okay.
And to be fair, the models are actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah, the models themselves are lovely. And the
Right.
whistles are amazing.
The whistle, honestly, it's my favourite thing anyone's done with any whistles in Train Sim.
I agree with you there.
It just adds that extra sense of realism to it.
Oh no,
Just
no,
don't look at the motion too closely.
Yeah.
No? I haven't had a look at it yet.
They're a bit different depending on what side you're looking at.
Oh, as long as they're kind of quartered.
I mean, they're quartered. It's just the animation's a little weird on the on some of them.
I'm just pushing the state cars back to get the rest of these login wagons.
I've just had the management visit me, Reese. They're really angry with me for sitting here for so long, but I've told them it's an essential tea break.
Oh, obviously. I mean, any tea break is essential.
Yeah, but they're Americans. They don't understand.
Yeah, but what you have to remember is America is made up of European immigrants, especially British ones. So, therefore, America drinks tea.
Yeah, but Americans' idea of tea is like this really weird, like orange, cold, watery stuff. It's not tea.
It's kind of tea, though, isn't it?
It's not tea.
New penny ob. So do we have a name, Jared, for the first place? Blood Gulch? What do you think?
I might alter it, but yeah.
So not Blood Gulch.
Well, I mean, I might allude to it.
This is
So,
what
in other words, it's not
'Cause
Blood Gulch. So
Even
basically, Reese, you can name the stations, but no, you can't name the stations.
me as well.
Well, I mean, naming them after popular video games. That I don't know about
Okay,
that.
alright. We'll think of something else then. Okay, everybody in the chat, we need to come up with some names for all the places along the route. So this interchange, the standard gauge and narrow gauge interchange, we need a name for it. It looks like there is a bit of a town going on here. With some...
It's a bit of a settlement. It's like the
Oh,
settlement
mate.
is starting to grow.
The Great Western Outfitting House.
Oh, what?
The Great Western Outfitting House is the name of one of the... I didn't switch the points again.
Oh my god.
I'm doing well.
Do you know what, Reece? I think I'm just going to go without it.
You might as well just carry on, Sam, because I'm not going to get there anytime soon.
I've been sat here now for 20 minutes.
I'm probably going to have to refill on water before I leave this place. Black water.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. Once you and got off the main line, I'll take my train up and I'll go up to the exchange sidings,
Sounds good.
dump the wagon.
A few people are saying Blackwater.
Yeah.
See, I think for this area of where we're going to, I think we need, like, quite geographical names. So, like, creek, water, hill, valley, stuff like that.
I mean, it does look like there was a river over there somewhere. There's a trestle bridge and there's a dried up riverbed. So I do think there was a river at some point.
There is a river. It's just there's a floodplain there too, hence the length of the bridge.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna go get this caboose a minute.
It's nearly taking you an hour.
30 minutes. I'm going to say some of that was loading in and out of the scenario, so it's not all my fault.
It was all your fault.
Dead. Are you watching the chat, Jared? Any of those names taking your fancy?
Yeah.
Blackwater Exchange, Blackwater Creek.
I am actually quite liking some of these suggestions. So
The Kenton Plains.
after the stream, I'll go through the VOD and look at all the comments.
Oh, there you go, everybody.
Right, Reese, are you off the main line?
No. I just coupled up to the crew van.
Right, I'm going. Screw it. Bye.
Just go, dude. Honestly, don't wait for me. I'm gonna be ages. There we go.
That's it, I'm off.
Right, he's off. I just gotta do a bit more shunting. I gotta put these state cars somewhere.
I really need to work out what's wrong with my train simulator. It'll go for like 5 seconds at fairly smooth frame rates, and then every 5 seconds or so it drops to like 1 FPS.
When I dump the brakes then, you get the audible effects from the wagons. Oh, hang on, I gotta take a phone call a minute.
Right.
Sorry about that, everybody. Everybody there?
Background?
Hello.
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 Sorry about that. I had a work phone call I just had to take.
I told you work could call you.
I knew it was going to happen,
Yeah.
but it basically means I'm not going to bed now, so I'll be streaming until whatever because I'm going out on a job with I gotta leave at 11 o'clock. So it's a
that's fun.
midnight pickup and then 1 o'clock drop off. So awesome. So for everybody who's wondering about my job, I have fallen from grace and I am now a taxi driver. Basically, it's nothing to worry about. Of course, it's because of the COVID-19 stuff. My training has been suspended, so because I can't do any training, I basically can't do anything. So it's a choice of either become a taxi driver for the other guys and run them around, or be furloughed. So I chose to be a taxi driver. Basically.
Taxi man Reese.
And do you know what? It's actually alright. I've quite enjoyed it. It's
When
nice.
they picked you up, did they say to you, so, been busy tonight, mate?
They do, and I even started putting like a taxi driver's hat and all on, a flat cap. I thought it was a good excuse to get the old flat cap out again. I did put a tips jar on the dashboard, but nobody's given me any tips yet.
Well, I
Kinda
can't say I
sucks.
blame them.
Well, they should. I'm a very good taxi driver. I've resisted the temptation to drive down a dark alleyway and then get a gang of yobbos with baseball bats to beat them up for money.
It's not a bad idea, though.
That's what they do in Shanghai.
The Shanghai Unit Service.
You get shanghaied. When I was in Shanghai, a few of the crew actually did that happen to them. They got in a taxi and, they take them down some dark alley and then they stop the car and some blokes come out with a baseball bat and basically if you don't give them all the money in your wallet then you're going to get your kneecaps busted.
See, this is why you carry around 2 wallets.
You just give them a fake wallet.
Yep.
I was very fortunate actually in my whole career at sea that I never had anything like that.
You were very fortunate in your entire seafaring career you never got mugged.
Yeah, lots of people did.
And
Right.
you didn't.
I didn't. Alright,
That's
yes,
very-
I was the one doing the mugging, but that's irrelevant.
Yep, there we go.
You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Reese in his professional international mugging ring.
I think we need some wood on the fire. Let's have a look at the fire. It's a
It is
burning,
a nice-
alright.
It's a what?
It's a burning.
Well, that's good.
Generally what fires do.
Is it? No way.
Goes and checks on the fire. Yep, it's still there. Right, moving on.
Zach Minotti says Crazy Taxi. I loved that game. That was probably one of my most played games of the 2000s. Did you guys ever play that?
Nope.
No,
It's a little bit before
you
my time.
bloody millennials. You don't know you're born.
Technically, I'm not a millennial. Technically, you're closer to a millennial than I am.
How?
Well, millennials doesn't actually mean people born in like 2000. They're like Generation X or Z or something.
Oh yeah, that's
Millennials
true.
play in like 80s and 90s, babies.
That doesn't really make sense to me.
Me neither. There you go, that's how it works.
So there's 75 people watching the stream. How is everybody doing tonight?
Terrible.
Everybody
Next question.
happy? Everybody's terrible.
Actually, I'm doing alright. I had a wonderful tea.
Oh yeah, did you see that, Jared? His dinner. Did you see his dinner? I put a picture of it in the Facebook group.
Well, it's got to be the most stereotypically York meal I've ever eaten.
It's the
Let's
most
have a look at
Yorkshire
this.
dinner I've ever seen. Basically,
reckon-
just Yorkshire puddings with roast beef and gravy tipped on them. And I'm not gonna lie, Sam. I
Yeah.
really want it. I really, really want it.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
I know, me too. I had Domino's pizza.
Yeah, see, pizza or Yorkshire pudding. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
I mean, I had to have something quick because I was live streaming, so I have to have pizza or nothing, basically.
Well, those were anti-besses, and the meat were left over from yesterday, so... I mean, put them together, it took like 5 minutes to cook it.
Right, Sam. I'm finally ready to leave the bottom of the line.
Well, in all that time, I've made it to the top.
Goodness.
So I'm now ditching the wagons I've brought up. I'm going to pick up some empty log wagons and take them down to the log loading area. Bring it back some full log wagons and dump them here, get all the logs and some other planks, I guess. Oh. No, maybe I'm not going to pick up any planks. Apparently the wagons are left there and mysteriously vanished. Okay, well I'm sure that's nothing to be concerned about. I'm probably going to get a random rain and error at some point from then.
What sort of speed would you say would be prototypical for this sort of route?
I don't know. Maybe 20 mile, 15, 20.
How fast am I going? 9.
I mean,
I have got the speed limit set on the route.
Yeah, but you know me, I don't pay attention to things like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
20.
It's 10 for the yards and 20 for the main running line.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm loving the screenshots ability of this route. I could just sit, like, there's not many routes on Train Sim where you can just sort of sit back and watch. I wish I plugged my Xbox 360 controller in so I could have, I could have had a panoramic shot. Dark Chateau 1 production says, let's hope we don't have another kangaroo accident.
Bit far away
I was
for
going
one of those.
to say, it's a few thousand miles away.
What you got to watch out here for is the gators that live in the log pond.
Oh yeah. I don't think there are any alligators in Train Sim, are there?
Well, they're in this pond. Just like there was a kangaroo in that other route.
Do you know what? I might submit some of these screenshots for the Train Sim screenshot competition.
You would, but they won't be accepted.
Well, oh, why not?
Because you're not using a DTG loco. Not on Steam. Which is the really annoying thing about the whole screen contest, because it only takes into account the worst parts of Train Simulator. Because all the best, well-known fact, all the best stuff in Train Simulator is made by third parties.
It's because they're the only ones that actually seem to care.
Exactly.
Alligator Creek. Mark Horner's got it in 1.
I don't know, alligator's a bit long. There's something like Gator Gulch.
Gator Creek?
Nah, Gator Gulch. Get a bit of alliteration in there.
I'm only doing 12 miles an hour. I'm really just happy chuffing along.
You could go even better. You could go to Greater Gator Gulch.
Greater Gulch.
No. Greater Gator Gulch.
Greater Gator. Blighter.
So, Reese, where's your first destination?
Well, seeing we don't have any names yet, I don't know.
Well,
He's going where the wind takes him. Probably down the valley into the river.
Actually, I've just realised I needed to set the points because we're going up to Silver Pine Coal Mine. Oh.
I did name a couple of things just for the quick.
I may have made a boob here because actually I'm not going to go there because that's a coal mine and I thought it was a logging camp. So I'm not going to take some empty logging wagons there because they'd be useless.
Are you actually on that section of line going up to it?
No, I've just switched the points. I'm going up to the main bit now.
Oh, good.
I've just given up on that idea. Jared, you're going to love some of the screenshots I'm getting from this.
Well, that's alright then.
Should tell them they're really bad and you won't mind more.
Silver Creek.
I don't know, does silver work? I mean, there's no really silver I mean, if the birch trees were silver birch, perhaps, then it'd work. But
I mean, isn't there silver pines
yeah,
as well?
I don't know, there might be. I'm not really an expert on foreign trees. I'm not really an expert on native trees either, to be perfectly honest. I've got my basic scout training in recognising leaves and that's about it. All I know is that silver birch trees are the absolute best for starting fires. And we won't go into details about how I know that, we'll just take my word for it.
And here we're about to enter the beautiful forested area. T-Bone is saying Reese showing up at a coal mine with a train of log wagons would peak AWP.
Yep.
I should have said anything.
Bit harsh.
Do you know, Reese, I'm thinking these trains would look really good with a face just in the little middle bit covering the number.
Oh right. I haven't really experimented with any faces yet. I was thinking about doing one for the that's a gradient. 2%.
Oh, look at hill.
Full reg, of course it's Jared's route. Don't forget that. Of course I need pretty much 100% reg there. Jared's routes are not meant to take screenshots on, they're meant to be driven.
It's a bit of both really, isn't it?
Now I'm flying at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, the whole point of Jared's route is that you've got to choose between taking a picture and actually driving it.
Yeah, but I love taking pictures so much.
Yeah, you kind of got to do two runs, one to actually drive the thing and one to actually get all your photos.
I love this route.
Gotta admit, I don't have much interest in foreign routes, but yeah, it's run a lot. It's nice to actually have a small route as well, because it means you can do a lot more playing around with it.
Yeah, that's why I've loaded lots of wagons, so really we're going to be back and forth, you know, end to end, shunting wagons around.
So it's like when you've got all these big routes and you're doing like a 100-mile journey, you don't really feel like doing a return leg and doing the shunting and stuff, do you?
Oh, it's still 2% grade. We're nearly at the end of the line.
Well, first part.
Yeah, you've then got to go down the top.
J&L Media says, good evening, Reese. Hello, J&L Media.
Yeah, we've had a bit further up, is that Kinori? I think it's Kinori. Saying, Reese, what colour is the PBR livery? Well, that's an excellent question.
Because we don't know the answer yet.
I don't think there is a livery for the PBR livery, to be perfectly honest with you.
Not yet.
I mean, I did Louis Skinner Vian into a variation of LMS Crimson Lake, which is actually very similar to, I think it was Hoodswell Clark's work pattern. But yeah, it's one of the things which is still under debate.
So here we are. We're arriving at the lake area. Oh, the logs actually go up the chute.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Right, now to pick up some form of caboose/crew cabin/brake van/poker room. Fun fact for you, if you're on the passenger view, we'll actually see them playing poker. Or some variety of card game.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
So are these wagons? They're going down to the next bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
The ones you're currently pulling, yeah.
So you're gonna have to stop and run around.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
I
have to run around,
I
didn't
took- I took the proper wagons up. I paid attention. So I took the empty to be loaded up with the and I've now collectively empty log wagons to take to be refilled. So I'm just doing a bit of messing around in the yard to collect a brake van, and then I will be off.
I'm getting super lag spike here because of the amount of assets.
Yeah. Don't ask how many there are.
A few thousand, I imagine.
Just a few.
Nah, Reese, there's only 107.
Billion.
Only 107. Or is it 701?
Yeah, the problem with small routes is the amount of assets in one tile tends to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Just because it's all...
How many tiles did for this route?
Good question.
Just think, you know, Demsocks were thinking of like one tile challenge. I wonder if we could do something similar but with a few more tiles.
Maybe.
So like this route has been like, I don't know how many tiles it is, but it can't be that many.
I think it's about maybe 10 to 15
Maybe
in a square.
yeah, maybe a 10 tile challenge then. What's the best route you can build in 10 tiles or something?
I did come up with an idea for a route building challenge. I don't know whether anyone else would want to do it though. Is if somebody either uses the Google Earth thing or just creates scenery themselves, but then they just like get an area and say there's a town here and a town there and a town there. You have to connect them all by rail, but you're not allowed to change any of the terrain. You're allowed to build bridges, you're allowed to dig tunnels and viaducts and all that, but you're not allowed to just, do the snap to track option.
Yeah, so sort of a realistic building challenge.
Yeah, so it's like somebody else makes all the scenery, but you have to build a railway that will fit within that scenery. And it has to be realistic. So like your challenge is to get a loco and 20 wagons up the gradient. So you could go as the crow flies, but if the gradient is like 1 in 4, then it's no good. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Everybody in the chat is talking about the Pennoy Valley Railway livery now, Sam.
Ooh, what suggestions have we got?
About 1 billion.
Oh, crikey. Jared,
Yes.
are you able to read through and read some out for us?
For which thing? Deliveries.
Yeah, let's get some other suggestions.
Train Guide 19 says some sort of crimson livery.
Yeah?
His name is Ian and Leslie. King Ari says something about experimental purple or blue purple. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. It'd be difficult. Purple's one of those colours you pull off in train sim.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Highland Winterwolf says lined teal.
Teal?
Should I spoil everybody's fun? And should I
Or
tell...
you're gonna have
We've already decided on what the Pennoy Valley Railway livery is.
Well, correction, you've already decided.
Well, we have yet for Sam to actually make it. But, yeah. For any of you that knows what Brookfield looks like, it's like that.
Well,
Yes. This is happening.
I don't know, Reese. I'm
Yes.
still undefeated.
Yes. This is happening. I'm just collecting a train of loaded logs. Well, loaded timber. I'm going to put it in one of the sidings ready for the downward journey.
Ah, bugger, I missed my screenshot.
You're not going up to the logging camp?
Yeah, I'm just moving this first.
Ah, I see.
Better just save the scenario before I inevitably derail.
Well, you're right, it is going to be inevitable. Not impossible, Mr. Anderson. Inevitable. No points for guessing the movie.
Is it The Matrix?
No, next question.
Oh, okay. Is it Star Wars?
No, next question.
I thought I was answering.
No, next
No.
question. Yeah, you were right first go.
Mammoth Steam Returns says that Brookfield is a crane engine. No, Brookfield is not a crane.
Yeah. Yeah, with regards to that lovely route, I'm still undecided.
Why?
Well, because I'm quite fond of the maroon I've already done, and I kind of don't want to redo it. But
that's what I want, Sam.
yeah,
But
but
Sam,
I'm thinking of making that the original NCV livery.
don't make me cry now. Not on stream, not again.
As for Dye, I have other plans for Dye's livery, but it depends on the model. Basically, what I'm kind of hoping is that by some miracle, make a new 7F before we start filming.
We'll see. I hope
If
so.
not, it's going to be an absolute pain because the Kuju model is not the best. Putting it politely.
No, it's potato, to put it politely.
Yeah. However, I am thinking it would be possible to put some other locos into that livery. But I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look and see what I think suits what.
I'm just shoving all this timber into a siding ready for the return journey. Have
So
I
I'm
set
going-
the points correct? No, of course I haven't.
And no surprise there.
Is there like a logging thing? This siding you can dump logs into the river.
Yes.
Nice.
Does the factory load the planks up as well? And
Yeah.
is that unloading? Does the unloading bay actually unload them or not?
And, which bit, sorry?
You know the exchange platform thing at the bottom?
Hmm?
Does that actually unload the planks or not?
Sadly, no.
Ah. So it's sort of a one-way journey then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can go from
I mean,
everything, loading and unloading.
Nathan's saying this is the wrong siding. How is this the wrong siding?
Oh, that's the one you dump the logs off.
Potato.
Three.
It's only being stored here until we go back down.
Yeah, but you'll need to come into that side and once you've picked up the logs. So
Right.
you'll need to be empty to be able to dump all your logs.
Oh, right, because the logs are staying here, aren't they?
That siding now is the one where the logs
This is
are
the
dumped.
sawmill, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why didn't you guys tell me?
you did!
You didn't.
I mean, I think the
Several
word
times.
sawmill on the roof of the sawmill might
No,
be the
that-
clue.
Technicalities.
Aye.
Right, we'll put it in Another siding then. Right, fine, we're going in reverse.
Well, this is going well.
It's
Oh,
going
this is
fine.
going swimmingly.
I'm on the place to pick up my logs.
Sam is already gone to get the logs.
What do you think so far, Sam?
What?
Oops, sorry. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's alright. What were you asking me?
What do you think so far?
Is the route?
Yeah.
I think I love it. It's great. It's refreshing to drive on a small route rather than a huge route, and it's a really nice route for playing around on.
It really is. It is refreshing to do something different than once.
Yeah, like a lot of routes in trains are intended for driving on, whereas this one is intended for playing on, and it does make a nice difference. It's wonderfully detailed. But it's one of those routes that really makes me wish Train Sim had multiplayer, because this would just be perfect for it.
Oh mate,
Definitely.
this would be the multiplayer route.
Yeah, like you'd have one person operating the coal bit, one person operating the connection service, one person operating the logging bit.
How amazing would multiplayer with this route be?
It'd be absolutely incredible. Of course, seeing as DTG still haven't put multiplayer on the new game, which they promised multiplayer on several years ago, I doubt we're going to see it implemented on this game.
SG Media, to answer your question, it's from the logging expansion for the Clear Creek route.
It's a really odd route list. I keep thinking there should be more trees, but then it also doesn't really make sense for there to be loads of trees around the place where they're cutting all the trees down.
Why is there a random woman at this sawmill place?
Because that's a passenger platform.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's one at the bottom and one at the top.
Oh, I haven't stopped in the right place. I need to go a bit further.
Oh dear, Reese.
Sounds like the general theme for this stream.
Haven't stopped to play. Well, there's a name for the stream, isn't it?
Well, I didn't stop in the right place.
Yeah. You could rename all the sidings. Whoops didn't stop right. Whoops, no, supposed to be right instead.
I was saying on the Facebook group, I don't know if anyone else remembers, but I was thinking about going back into route building, but doing like Brecon Mountain Railway-esque Welsh narrow gauge branch route, but like with American locos.
That could be interesting.
It would be, wouldn't it? A couple of Baldwins just like this on a 3-foot narrow gauge railway in Wales.
Yeah, I am
Wouldn't be
thinking of
that
doing.
unrealistic because it's already been done.
Yeah. I am thinking of reskinning one of those. Just got to decide on a livery for it.
Great Western Green.
Ew.
Ew. Alright, LMS Crimson Lake then.
At Crimson Lake I were thinking, but I'm also thinking it'll look really weird on something American, but I don't really know much about American liveries. Other than black, which is like an outfit thing.
Racist.
What about Festiniog Railway Maroon?
Or
It's kind of
Fistiniog
same.
Green.
Tell you what, for people in chat there, any American liveries other than black, like listening to Edge Loco.
I don't think there were any.
No, the Americans
Well-
didn't have a huge variety of liveries, did they?
No, but aren't there some of these at Disney World?
Are they?
I think there's something similar at least. Now I could do a Disney livery. I'd probably get taken down by Disney for copyright because Disney are bastards for stuff like that, but
They'd probably copyright you for saying that.
Reese's
The
gonna get his whole
stormtrooper's already on his way to his house.
Yep, Liv dispatched a gunship to eliminate.
We may have to go get more locos.
Have you got yourself stuck?
Not yet, but I think I inevitably will.
Yeah, I made that mistake the other day, so I deliberately took precautions to try and prevent it this time.
Right, let's make sure I'm going in the right platform.
Not the left one.
Siding 20. There we go. That's where we're taking these empties.
Ooh! I know what I could do.
Uh-oh.
No, you're like the real hiker.
Go on.
I could go for Union Pacific River.
Union Pacific.
No, Canadian.
Oh,
Pacific.
Canadian Pacific.
It's a bit like Crimson Lake, but it's with a grey boiler.
Oh, okay.
Nice livery. Do you know what? Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I tell you what, when the frame rates are actually going all right, when I'm not looking at every single asset at one go, it looks super good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The frame rates
The first-
drop quite a lot.
Yeah, the forest is a bit intensive.
I don't notice that on my computer because I'm used to the frame rates dropping every few seconds anyway. Also, yeah, Jared, can you make me like a Canadian route so I can do a reskin? Thank you.
Yeah, across the Rockies, all 4,000 miles of it.
Yeah, come on, it only took you 3 weeks later. Surely you could, met the whole of Canada in that big spot.
Make it yourself.
Well, you taught me enough in route building to be able to do it.
Exactly, I planned this.
Right, I'll get back to you in a few years. Reset has been postponed even longer now. Although actually, speaking of that, Stonemore seems to be finally getting into the release stages. Which means
finally.
it might not actually be that long before I can go back to fully working on the route.
Hooray!
So then we've just got a mountain of scripts to go through.
Yeah, only about 4,000 scripts to write.
Although, yeah, we'll have to have a look at that at some point.
Jared,
Yes.
I'm rolling backwards down this hill,
Yes.
gathering speed with every inch I go.
It is a steep hill.
Yes.
It's only 3%.
Well, the brakes will hold her, that's good news.
What 3% in normal gradients?
Not a clue. I don't even know how to convert it.
Me neither.
Can't be any worse than 1 in 50, can it?
Well, you say that. Can't be any worse. Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Also, this logging camp, does it actually load up the logs?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have a play around with that.
It sounds a bit rubbish though, and the animation's pretty bad.
Right.
But it
Do I
works.
do I need to stop each log directly in front of the thing?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've had to pause it because I just want to take some screenshots.
Let's shove it forwards then. Let's go load some logs.
Yeah, Reese. It's downhill until the bridge, and then it's back uphill.
Oh, okay.
Sense?
It looks super good.
Thanks.
So I plan on getting screenshots on that bit on the return journey when I'm running loco first.
Yeah.
Ah, my ears. Oh my gosh.
I told you, it's a bit weird.
Ah. Well.
There's the trestle bridge.
I'm not quite sure what to think of that. Yeah.
What was that, Reese?
I'm just approaching the trestle bridge and gonna have to see if I can find some places to take some screenshots. I think I've just found one. This scene that I'm looking at looks like something out of The General. That is epic. I've never seen anything quite like this in Train Sim.
Nope, I think it's in a whole world of its own.
I mean, look at that. It might take a moment or two for you to catch up with you guys, but wow.
Mr. Bridge.
The bridge scene, I could just literally sit here for ages taking screenshots.
Stop,
I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
Stop. Hey. This engine was not shunting.
We're being asked if there's going to be a narrow gauge railway on the Pennoy Valley Railway.
I think there is. I thought there is.
There is on the original route, yeah.
It is, but we're replacing it.
We're going to Barry Scrapyard it all.
No, we're just making it bigger. Essentially, down the narrow gauge railway, we're replacing it with a colliery line. So instead of the colliery being like directly next to the track, there's going to be a bit of a route that goes off a little bit.
Okay.
Just so that there's actually a point to having workers there. Because if the colliery was directly next to the main, you kind of wouldn't need any lurkers for it.
This is genuinely one of the prettiest little routes I've ever seen.
I do my best.
I think everybody in the chat would agree with that this is genuinely a stunning route. For those of you watching, it's going to be released very soon on the Steam Workshop, so keep a good eye out for it.
As soon as I name the sidings and add some ambient audio, and it should be ready to go.
So it won't be long.
For me is the fact that it took you 3 weeks to do.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too, to be honest. So I did some work on it, and suddenly I was like a third done. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The thing is, it does kind of show what can be done in Train Sim, I think. Because there are a lot of routes which have been released as payware, and you're like, well, they're not that good. And then something like this comes along, which is freeware.
Made in 3 weeks.
And it just kind of proves there's just no excuse.
Yep. If one person can build up the routes, why can't payware route better?
I mean, payware routes should be of this quality, really. SG Media says all I can imagine is the Skarloey Railway theme of this route. To be fair, I would love to see Jared do his own version of the Taliflin. That would be pretty decent.
Well, I mean, if you look at the different route that I made,
you know what? Speaking of that, I think we should revisit that when Stainmore comes out.
Why?
I think we may have some assets in Stainmore that may be quite helpful for that. I think we may be able to do some improvements with it.
Oh, that's something I was thinking about. Hey Reese.
Yeah?
If you were to keep a little narrow gauge section on your route, if I were to make a little alteration to my narrow gauge route to look identical to that spot.
Which one now? The Dyffryn Lechi?
Yes.
I see where you're going with this.
You could then potentially use that for your series as well if you want.
If you were willing to do that, then yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking about the bit where the standard gauge line is playing.
Yeah,
yes.
Where the quarry is.
Yeah. That would
Which
be...
is the bit you're removing.
That would be very interesting to do it like that. But absolutely, if you were willing to do that, then yeah.
I could try. I have an idea of roughly where I could stick it as well.
We're just arriving at the logging camp.
Better late than never.
I know, right?
Are you gonna load up the log? You've got to load up the log, because it's absolutely brilliant.
I've already, Sam, I've already loaded them.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Reece, you've got to load up the empties you're taking in. The crane works and everything. You've got to show it off.
You're kidding me. I've got to load all this lot.
It's a bit tedious though. It takes a while.
It is going to take a while.
Hey, it's going to be a long stream, Reece. You've got until midnight. Come on, you've got like 3 hours.
True.
Please.
Alright, fine, jeez. This looks so good.
Thanks.
I can't wait to hear it because I've heard Sam now saying it sounds interesting. Oh, will I clear the head shunt? Oh god.
You might have to split your train, stick it in the other.
I might have to go and get another logo.
Yeah, this is the bit where I get stuck. Jared, I would suggest when you do some work on it before you release it, I would suggest extending the sidings here a little bit.
The thing is, I think you're supposed to just limit the amount of wagons you have. Oh
yeah.
god, no.
It's a bit of a shunting puzzle. You get a shot in the train to make it so it fits in there, and then you get to then assemble it. And, yeah.
Okay, I can take the crew car with me. That's okay. I can take the crew car with me, but I don't think I'm gonna fit if I leave the crew car. I have absolutely pushed this to the limit. The manager will be very pleased with my performance today.
Will it? You're like an hour to get off shed.
I know. I'm saving fuel, Sam. Right, am
Saving fuel. I like your strategy, Larry.
Oh, mate, I'm literally about 6 inches too short.
Pardon?
Pardon? I'm literally about... Yeah, she tells me every day.
Great, man.
Right, if I move forward backwards a little bit more, we might be able to squeeze through.
I mean, you could take the brake pen off and stick it in the siding at the other end.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that with me, so that doesn't count. I think we'll make it. Yep. Okay, I think we'll uncouple. Well, that didn't go great. Although, the manager, he did turn around in that crew meeting and he did say we need to maximise revenue.
He did say that.
He also said, Sam, you're drinking too much tea, you're using all the tea bags.
He did say that too, but he did also specifically look at you when he mentioned maximising profits.
Well, he also didn't mention about saving the environment, but, you know, I'm doing it anyway.
It's fine, we're being economical, we're being carbon neutral, we're burning logs that we've cut down ourselves.
With machine guns?
Yeah.
Machine gun logging.
Guns.
Did you know that's why the machine gun was originally designed for?
Destroying trees.
For cutting trees down.
Well, Americans got fed up with a chainsaw and they went, surely there's got to be a more American way of cutting down this tree.
With a machine gun. Knock knock, who's calling? Freedom. This is such a nice thing to do. Just switching with some, you know, some narrow gauge stuff, highly detailed, and it just
really
feels
nice, interactive.
And it's nice not to have a loco that's continuously blowing its safety valve, you know, non-stop as well.
Yeah. Gotta admit, these machine rail things, it's not often that I can pick up a loco from an entirely new creator and just hop on it and drive it like normal. But with these things I can, and I kinda like that about it.
I was very surprised by Machine Rail. I gotta be honest.
I was a bit sceptical. Okay, it's in random.
Oh god, what was that?
Website.
I think
gonna be.
I think I just twatted the end of my train.
Oh yeah, Reese, have a look at the passenger view. Have you seen them playing cards yet?
Oh my god, there's a guy in there with absolutely enormous playing cards on the table.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is really cool. I don't know if you hear it, but when the brake van goes over the points at the end of the loop, you just hear the noise of it twatting the rest of the train.
Oops.
Goes going over the loop and you just hear a ba-dang dong bang. So I think I twatted it.
Wow, those cards are huge.
They are, aren't they?
Novelty sized.
Novelty playing cards for the novelty gentleman.
With the guy with the black eyes that stare into the distance. That's creepy.
I know there's one guy that's just like normal and the other guy's just looking into a door or something.
Yeah, but look at the guys who's facing you. Look at his eyes.
Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, they were like really dark, aren't they?
Yeah, we see all.
Right, let's. I've left me brake van, which it's not really a brake van, is it? It's a caboose.
It's not really that either. It's literally just a crew cabin thing. It's like a mess room.
A mobile mess room.
What we're doing is we're just, instead of taking a brake van, we're just driving everyone's mess room around. Meanwhile, at the line with some guy who's just come out looking for lunch, and someone's fucking run off with my lunch van.
The lunchbox is still in there.
There's more with his machine gun trying to find him. Clunk, 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 clunk.
King Ori says, "Bee stung girl." Okay. I may show everybody later.
You know, you could probably fit them into the route quite well.
What, the bee sting girl?
Yeah. It's woods. Bees live in the woods along with bears.
I suppose, yeah. Just somewhere on the route, you just gotta add bee sting girl.
I like how that's become an official name.
I've probably made an enemy for life though, because I sent an email that basically said I want my money back because your product is shit.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Oh, of course. The thing is though, it's like I've bought some crap DLC over the years. I really have. There is a lot of DLC for this market which is just genuinely crap. But that has got to be the one that really has grinded me the most. Like, I've bought Loco packs where I think that's rubbish and not worth the money. But I won't get my money back because it's like, well, you know, they tried and it is a pack. But this is literally... It is the biggest rip-off I've ever seen in Train Sim.
It's 16 quid for not many or more characters. I think it's a fact as well, on his website he's only got one absolutely final thumbnail of everything.
Yeah, exactly. The thumbnails are so small that you can't make a decision.
Yeah.
You can't really see it properly. Mark Witt is apparently bored, so he's going, okay, bye Mark Witt, nobody will miss you.
But, yeah, if you ask me, Reese, that's where you'll get your money back, if anywhere, on the fact that you can't actually see the product you buy.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really see it very well. Right, I've got 20 of these log wagons now, so hopefully the loop at that sawmill is big enough to accommodate.
Well, it can definitely fit 20 if I've tried it.
I'm just wondering something though, Sam. Should I shunt these loaded log wagons, or should I load them now?
Load them now. Tell a whole lot of you. It's what I'm doing.
You're going to take all of them?
Oh, I've got the 20 I dropped off, which I'm going to take. And then I've got like 15 or so from earlier that I'll have got the load to try and take as well.
Oh god.
You're gonna tackle that 3% gradient
Yep.
going up that instead of down.
Yep.
You're
That'll be
insane.
fun.
You are absolutely insane.
Yep.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna put these. Actually, I'm just gonna put them
Do you know what?
on the front.
Just take your 20 and just go with it and let me know how you get on, so I know whether to actually bother taking the other wagons or not.
What, should I take them up and then come back and do... Yeah, do you know what, that would be more realistic. I'm gonna go back. Oh no, I haven't got a mess wagon.
Yeah, it'd be right.
I suppose you don't... It's not really a brake van, is it?
And if you put your lamp on, it'll show up with a little lamp on like the back wagon anyway.
Oh, will it?
Slim like a little oil lamp over the front wagon.
Oh yeah. Right, and we're off, ladies and gents. We're going to head back to base with our 20 loaded log wagons. Callum, the LMS8F, is asking what loco I'm using. I'm using Baldwin's. They're from a website called Machine Rail.
Which is Brazilian.
I didn't put a link in the description yet, so if you're watching a stream on repeat, then hopefully there'll be a link to it.
I've got to admit though, with them Machine Rail things, it's probably the best non-English website I've seen for train sim DLC.
Yeah,
like the fact
not many.
Got all like not many around, but he's got all his like currency converter and everything on there, which is really good. Because a lot of places will just have like it's like 25,000 in my country's dollars, and you're like, how much is that? Is that like a lot of money? Is that not a lot of money? Yeah, I think converted into English currency, these locos are about £9 something each.
Yeah, it's around about 8 or 9 quid.
It's cheaper than the normal price of the DLC, and I would say it's not any worse quality. I'd say look, it's not quite the MG or California works, but it's definitely better than the DTGs. And I think it's pretty good value for money, I'd say.
I love this route, Jared.
I'm glad you like it.
It's just so photogenic. I mean, I said that about Dyffryn Lechi, but look at this. I mean, just the opportunities for screenshots and visuals. The amount of visuals people have been getting in this live stream.
Have you noticed all the fallen logs that have fallen off the carriages along the line?
Oh yeah, I noticed them. So that means I've been driving this route before then, is it?
Probably.
I think it does capture a very nice stereotypical American logging route as well.
Jacqueline Goodwin is watching Britain's Got Talent. No, you're not. You're watching my live stream, mate.
Same thing, isn't it?
Oh.
I think it needs a question mark at the end.
The visuals, mate. The visuals. It's all about the visuals.
All about the visuals.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to pause for about an hour here on this trestle bridge because it looks so good. And I know, going to have to wind the reverser open. Pause. Let's get some screenshots here. Mate. So, for everybody in the chat, what do you think about the visuals for this pack, or for this route? Don't they look good? What do you think, Jared? Are you happy with the screenshots I'm getting?
Tell them they're all terrible.
Oh no.
We'll see when you post it.
You can use any of them if you want, Jared.
Ah, thanks.
Only if you want to. You don't have to. Don't feel any obligation that you have to, but I would be severely, mortally wounded if you didn't. So no pressure.
Don't do it, it's fine, I'll survive.
I know his
I've
weakness.
survived heartbreak before, it's fine.
Just gonna save this in case I accidentally back it up too much and run off the end of the track.
Yeah, I'm gonna save as well.
How many wagon lengths?
Right then, 20 wagons up this stupid gradient. Let's see what happens.
Four wagon lengths. Oh, let's give it a go. I'm gonna have to be so careful.
Make sure I go in Nathan's platform. Nathan's siding. That's where this needs to be. Nathan's siding. Nathan's drop off.
The drop off.
Okay, Sam, I'm managing quite well with 20 wagons.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, I am in second valve all the way, but it is managing. Although I'm hemorrhaging steam. Finn Sainty says, "This is Finn from England." Hello, Finn from England. How are you, Finn from England? Are you well, Finn from England?
In of the ink file of Great Britain.
SG Media is saying, "Trollyfodder, how do you cover a route with such amazing scenery?" The fact that he's an artist.
Yeah, a lot of time, effort, and practice.
Yeah. Takes a lot of practice. It's hard to really describe, really.
I think it just takes years of experience of the program, because it's Train Simulator is not the easiest program to work with, is it?
No.
It has its moments.
It's a very temperamental old girl.
Yeah, it's one of those where when it works, it's lovely. But not as long as it works.
When it works amazingly well, and when it doesn't, it kills you.
Well, it makes you want to get rid of the game, and
It makes you want to rage uninstall it, yeah.
and everything. Never mind rage uninstall. It makes you want to rage uninstall the hardware. Never mind the software.
It makes me want to throw the graphics card out the window.
That's the one. For example, when it takes like an hour to load in and then dump files, or it even loads in, and you just are like, great, I spent an hour of my life waiting for this, and then it just crashed.
Nathan's drop off. Just be prepared, everybody. If you do download the route, then you will get, unless you have a, well, I've got quite a high-end PC or a laptop, and it's struggling. Don't know if I'm only doing 3 miles an hour. Come on.
Would you like to know what the asset count is in the tile you're in?
Go on then.
Because the tile covers the entirety of the logging area and the sawmill, that whole section, it ended up with 13,000 assets.
Beautiful.
13,000. Jared,
13,000.
And I've just discovered that Jared really hates people's computers.
I didn't mean to. So we got halfway through making that. What was that, Sam?
Dyffryn Lechi were bad enough with 8,000, and you've got almost double that.
Dyffryn actually had 10,000 in the town scenery, the seaside
Did
town.
it?
Yep.
Just a question, can the logs actually be dropped off in this drop-off area?
Yes.
Yes, use the HUD to see where it is. Because I sunk the actual asset for it underground, because it looked rubbish. And I couldn't get it to match the wall, so I made my own little ramp.
What button is it? T, is it?
Yeah, the usual.
Just trying to see where
In-game.
is it actually in. Oh, I can't work this out. There's no marker.
Use the HUD.
I can't see where to line it up though. I tell you what, I'll just pretend I've done it. So there we go.
Yeah.
Reese, come on, you can do it.
I can't do it. I'm incapable. Plus, it's
There's
not
no
my
such
job.
thing.
I'm a train driver. I'm not a magician.
You're not a very good train driver either.
No, I know.
You're working for a logging railway. It's included in your duties.
No,
Your manager will take away your oversized poker cards.
no. Oh, I like my oversized poker cards. It's literally the only thing I have left in my life.
The wife took everything in the divorce. Except my oversized poker cards.
Oh no, my wife has already told me what she's gonna have in the divorce.
That's how you know you're in a good relationship.
Oh, it's all planned.
Oh,
She's
at least
already
there
told
won't be
me
any
where she's gonna
surprises.
bury me when she murders me and claims the insurance money as well.
Oh.
So, that's great and all, but what's happening to other trains when you die?
Well, they'll be
uh,
buried with me. It's a bit like when the pharaohs of Egypt were buried in the pyramids. They'll be building a
Great.
pyramid in Wales, and all my
Well-
trains will be loaded into the pyramid and embalmed in fluid and preserved.
I'm just gonna take after Mr. Krabs here and go, would I really defile this grave for money? Of course I would. Mr. Krabs, these cartoons have got to accurately portray a Yorkshireman.
Right, now I'm going to run light engine back to the logging camp.
And get the rest of your shoes.
So we'll go get the rest of the wagons and we'll load them up. Everybody in the chat, Streamlabs is having a field day because everybody keeps swearing, so, you know,
Stop.
chill. Everybody chill. King Ori finally gets it. Streamlabs tells people to stop swearing by swearing at them.
Yep.
Hey, it looks like Demsucks is in the chat.
Is he?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who is he? Or what's his username, rather?
Trains.
Hello,
Is it-
Demsocks. I don't know if you know me, but hi.
Is Demsox your mentor or are you Demsox mentor? I can never remember.
He taught me. Well,
What you-
I watched him build Thamesby I helped
Right.
under the viaduct scene.
Yeah.
That's where I stole his scenery style.
Yeah, there we go. Demsox taught Trollyfodder and Trollyfodder has passed on what he knows to me. Well,
Have I?
I think it's more like what you know by watching you.
Right, we're on the hill. Let's go get them wagons.
Got it.
This is such a nice little route. I mean, we've been playing for what? God, nearly 2 hours. And really,
Oh, wow.
in terms
Good.
of mileage, we haven't really done that much mileage.
I've only been playing for an hour and 24 minutes, Reese.
Oh, you spent most of it paused, didn't you? That's why.
No, I haven't been paused. That's how laggy my game was running.
Oh, right, okay.
Gee, Sim, how many crew carriages do you need?
Well, on account of the lack of facilities and the incredibly high amount of illegal poker games going on, quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these logging guys, all the lumberjacks, are waiting for me to get back to the logging mill. So, they don't have much to do until I'm there.
It's a high stakes poker game, Reese, and they're waiting on you.
Is it strip poker?
Yes. You know what those loggers are like?
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and I work all day.
I'm a lumberjack and that's alright. I don't know the rest of the song, but when we play strip poker it'll give you a fright.
Burp. Apparently I'm speeding.
How fast are you going?
About 19 miles an hour.
88 mile.
It's 15 down there.
Oh my god, is it?
Yep.
Oh no, I missed the bridge.
Because you were going fast.
It's because I went so fast that I couldn't pause it in time.
Yeah.
Oh well, I missed it. Another screenshot opportunity wasted. There we go. ITK13 says we need proper narrow gauge slip coaches to uncover when your poker game is done.
Oh lord. You know, we should reskin that awful character pack you got to Rip Poker Lumberjacks.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I think that's the best idea for a reskin I've ever had.
I'm gonna have to show everybody at the end of the live stream how bad these assets are.
Yeah.
They genuinely are so bad. I just can't even begin to describe how bad they are. Has he emailed me back? I'm not expecting an email until next week, to be honest, because I imagine he'll only reply on weekdays.
He might not reply, he might just blank you.
He will
How
reply
dare you.
because I've started a case on PayPal about it.
What a dick move.
So SG Media is in the process of making a route from Aberystwyth with, I'm assuming you mean Aberystwyth, to St
Somewhere
David's. So I must ask, would you like a copy when it's done, as it's free in Welsh? Well, because it's free and because it's Welsh, go on then.
When he says free, he means free quid.
£3. Absolutely not. I will not pay.
Spend 16 quid on the worst thing you've ever bought for train sim.
To be fair, if I could go back in time and stop myself, I would.
Yeah, okay. See, this is why your wife's planning to bury you.
For the insurance money.
Reese, where have our life savings gone?
Oh wow!
The
Jack-
evidence of his...
Jack Lilly has just put in the comment in the chat. The Dam Busters was 77 years ago tonight.
Yeah.
Dam Busters raid. That's amazing. I didn't know it was tonight.
Well, if we'd known that, we'd have done something more appropriate.
Oh my god, American Logging Railroad with the Dam Busters theme music going.
That's close enough, right?
Oh, no.
What, you don't know what the Dam Busters was?
No.
Oh, mate.
Damn it! What
You'll
sort
have
of
to
team?
check it.
You have to go film online somewhere. It's all black and white, but it's wonderful. Basically, it's a true story from World War II about a guy who invented some bomb that would basically... You ever been to water and
Bouncy bomb. Oh my god, that was a sharp point.
what the guy did was basically invent bombs that would act like stones with the intention that they would skip along the water of a dam, they would sink just before the dam, and then they would explode, blowing the dam up to the bottom where the water would force open. And it was a really clever idea, and it's just incredible that it actually worked. But the raids basically it took out 2 or 3 times.
Sam, sorry mate, you keep cutting out.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
They were a bit of a disaster because out of 17 aircraft, only 10 came back.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But they took out 2 or 3 targets before the massive damage. But unfortunately, that was also repaired fairly quickly. But yeah, even so, it was like incredible. It's
King Ori's saying it sounds like the British Railway Stories music. That's because it is. They used the music from the Dam Busters.
It is a really good bit of music.
Oh, it's cracking. There we go, I'm coupled up to my logging wagon, so let's see how this steam-powered psychopath works.
I beg your pardon?
The, what's you may call it?
Yes.
The doobie, what's it?
The doobie thingy-majig.
The thingy-majig in the bobby. Well, I've got some lumber wagons. I've got to now go forwards a bit and then reverse back and collect the rest of them.
I'ma ring my bell.
Ding.
Is that really appropriate?
I am a ringing my bell. I'm a strong, independent American locomotive that don't need no man to tell me not to ring my bell.
Well, what about your wife?
She don't tell me when to ring the bell.
No, but I bet she tells you not to.
Yeah, every day. Oh, I think I know why my field of view thing changed.
Because you changed?
Because I changed my field of view. No. Because I was messing around with Railworks Enhancer Pro. So it might have been cocking around with my settings. What's this people saying about Donkey Engine? I'm being asked, did I watch Butterfly Coffee's premiere earlier? No, I did not, but I'll have to go and watch it. Can I find the bell? Lol says good morning from Australia. Apparently it's 6 AM.
Yes, it literally just turned 6 AM just now.
Good morning, Jared.
Morning!
Jared is very committed, by the way. He's been streaming for 2 hours with us already. And it's only 6 AM. We're setting him up for the day. A full day of route building.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, now it's
No.
I can go correct with into these other routes because we've got a really great project to work on that involves reworking half of it.
I disagree.
Rebooting? I love the whistle on this engine. There's not many American locos where I love the whistle of. In Train Sim, that is. I mean, generally I love American locos' whistles. But Train Sim, I find they just don't tend to capture it very well.
Yeah.
Whereas
it's like
this,
the S1.
yeah, the S160 is alright. I like it.
It's just not the same as the up in there, is it?
Nathan says a donkey engine was a boiler and winch engine bolted to a wooden sled. They were used in the actual felling grounds of a logging operation to haul the logs. I mean, I would love to see, I know it's never going to happen, but a Lombard log hauler in Train Sim.
Well, do you know what is in...
Oh, go ahead.
You know what is in Train Sim that was the logging engine? And
Sorry?
I only know what is in Train Sim that's a logging engine. I only know this because I went on that dodgy site you found, Reese.
Yeah.
But they do actually have a narrow gauge share on there.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about buying it up until I saw how terrible those characters were. And then I thought, no chance. But yeah, the Lombard log hauler is basically like a traction engine had sex with a tractor, and the result was that, basically.
Ah.
And there's a couple of them that still exist as well. People have preserved them, and they are incredible machines. I'm amazed that only a couple were preserved, because it's basically, it could be used almost on any type of terrain. But it's like a traction engine. Oh, where do I need to stop?
Just... You see where the purple and orange is?
You need to stop where the man is in the track, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, that person standing pretty much on the track, that's a part of the asset. but so are the logs right next to it as well. So there's really a very narrow gap.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well,
Are you absolutely kidding me?
what?
What? What happened?
Is
You
the,
stopped.
Oh,
the donkey
you're still.
engine? Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
It was like a diesel engine. It was like put, and it loaded my wagon.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But
Did it at like 1,000 miles an hour as well.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but let's be fair here. It's not the best, but how incredible is it that we actually have it at all?
Yeah, this is true.
Because how many interactive industries do you know in train sim? Because I can not think of many at all.
No, there's not many, is there?
I think perhaps the odd call, but other than that, so to have something where you can actually stop and load and unload wagons, that in itself is a really cool thing.
Stuff. I like that each time you load them, there are different logs on the wagon.
That
Yeah.
depends on use.
yeah, it does. There's a few different wagon types.
Yeah, there's 3 different types of wagon, which each has a different log load.
How many wagons did I bring?
Many.
Many wagons.
I'm dreading to count how many I've got.
Are you still loading, Sam?
No, I've finished loading. I'm just running around all the wagons.
I think you've been loading them for about half an hour.
Yeah, I've been particularly slow and cautious because the last time I tried was derailed. So I'm trying to avoid derailing again. Oh shit, that wasn't good.
What happened?
Bugger.
Oh, how'd that happen?
I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling if you go along here, I'll find that one of the wagons is randomly on its side.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
Although apparently not.
How did it derail?
I don't know, but it did the same thing the other day. And it was
I
like,
haven't had any trouble with it.
yeah, it's pushing the wagons back. Ah, well.
Well, I've got 5 wagons loaded already.
Right, I'm gonna go get a quick drink. I will be back momentarily.
I really need to go for a wee-wee. Train Guy 19YT, is that Dem Socks?
No.
Oh.
There's another one in there.
Dem Socks, say hello. Assuming he's still watching, he might have given up by now.
Don't know. I'll ask him.
So since I'm loading all the wagons up, it's going to take a little while longer, everybody. How is everybody doing? How's everybody coping with the lockdown? Anybody gone mad yet? King Ori is asking, is it possible to have the train sim guy? Ah, yes. Yes, okay, train sim guy. Hi, Dem Socks. Of course it is, I remember now, sorry. SG Media has messaged me on Facebook, apparently.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. What was I going to say? King Ori was asking, is it possible to have the train slowly moving and loading? Unfortunately, I don't think it is.
You'd have to be like 0.3 miles an hour or something like that. Not even that. So it's not really worth it.
No, it's not, is it? I could try at 0.2, I suppose. Mamod Steam Return says, unfortunately being a key worker, he's still got to go. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm in the same boat. I still got to work.
And I'm back again.
Hooray!
You were gone?
Still a future.
Sam is a key worker as well.
I am a key worker.
I'm just going to try loading it while the wagon's moving. No, they don't want to know. No, I'm afraid, Mr. Ori, it doesn't work.
It's done this thing as well.
What happened?
Basically my mouse has disappeared.
Who needs mouses anyway? A mouse never bothered me anyway. I regret nothing.
Reese, having a child is not having a good effect on you, has it?
Oh, talking about my kid, I've already I've been learning lots of like nursery rhymes and stuff, but I've come up with an amazing idea for a Super Pug episode.
Oh lord.
Yeah, basically rhyme time with Super Pug. There's a kid's song, and it's basically a train related one, and it's down at the station early in the morning, see the little puffer train standing in a row. Here comes the driver to pull the little lever. Puff, puff, toot, toot, off we go. And that's basically all it is. It's a silly little song, which actually is not the worst one I've heard. But I thought, why not do a Super Pug version, where I have a row of Super Pugs in the station, and each time they go puff, puff, toot, toot, off we go, Super Pug just launches at 1,000 miles an hour into the, and powers down the line at 1,000 miles an hour. Someone's going to beat me to it now. Someone's going to go and make that.
Probably.
Copyright Rhys Davis. Nobody can go and do it now. If they do it, I'll sue them for millions.
Just like you're going to sue the guy who made the characters for millions.
Just like you're going to sue who, sorry?
The guy who made the dodgy characters.
Oh, I'm not going to sue him. I'm going to get my refund.
And sue him. Why not?
Yeah, I'll sue him for breach of sausage rights. Nathan's got it. Puff, puff, toot, toot, off we go. Wheesh! Everyone is saying they want Super Pug. Everybody put a like in the video if you want Super Pug to return.
Or, even better still, just dislike the video.
If anyone dislikes the video, then I'm going to delete my channel.
Right, where's this video?
Right. I knew you were going to say that. Where did Super Pug even come from? How did it become a thing? Well, basically, to explain it in a nutshell, Hornby model railways they've always made like a little 040 shunter, which is based on the Caledonian Pug, and it was always called Smoky Joe, and it became a bit of a joke in model railway circles because it's well known as a Hornby model for doing about 100,000 miles an hour on your model railway.
I think also because it's so small and cheap, just about everyone has one.
Yeah, so it's basically because it's a well-known double gauge model, and when Chris decided he was going to make the Pugs, everybody said you have to do Super Pug or a Hornby version, and it became a thing. And then I, of course, capitalised on that and did Super Pug the episode. So yeah, there we go. I couldn't resist. He is a pocket rocket. Yep, 3 people have disliked the video. Thanks for that, Sam.
I'm definitely not at least one of those people. I completely support you in your work, etc.
Oh, we only got a few more wagons left to load.
Well, that's good because you're running out of headshot.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've not got that much left, to be honest. They're probably at the limit of how many wagons they could do it. They were nicknamed Pocket Rockets. Hornby Percy had the same chassis. I think every Hornby 040 had the same chassis. It was absolutely terrible. I have a number of the Hornby 040s and they're just awful. They really are awful. A few people have told me that Hornby have updated the chassis a bit, so it's supposedly it's a bit more reliable, but I don't know. It won't convince me to buy another one.
It's sort of a novelty thing, really, isn't it? Like, the Hornby 040s are not actually good models, but they're sort of a comical thing. It's like, you get them in, like, your starter pack, don't you?
Yeah. It's basically a cheap way of getting people interested in model railways, which kind of works, I suppose. You know, a kid gets a train set for Christmas or for his birthday, you know, then Guion Restaver says super optimised Superbug so it can now do Mach 20.
Guion did some fiddling with it, didn't they?
Right, why won't this crane work anymore? It's making the noise, but it's not loading.
You gone back far enough? I don't think you have.
That's why it derailed.
Why did it derail?
It's that wagon there when it's going over the points.
Oh,
I think
derailed.
it just can't handle pushing backwards.
Maybe your train's too long and it doesn't like being pushed because everything compresses.
I think it's like your curb too tight for a long train.
Take off bogies. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but it's like the couplings, isn't it? They get locked up.
Nah.
This crane really don't want to know anymore.
Nah. It's had enough.
It's given up the ghost. We only got 3 more wagons left to load.
That settles it. I'm going to have to do more fiddling around.
I'm just going to push it back a bit further and then go forward to see if that makes any difference. I don't know if it will. King Ori is saying I broke it. I didn't break it.
You broke it.
I didn't break it. Right, let's stop her there and see what happens. No, nothing's happening. Try pulling forward a bit. Genuinely, I have no idea. Jared, I broke the donkey engine.
Typical.
G Media is leaving. Bye.
Bites the dust. Dun. Another one bites the dust. And another one.
Let's try it there.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, I think I got it. It's working. Donkey engine is back in action, lads.
Hey.
Maybe I'm in the wrong place because when it loaded that wagon, it like almost fell over.
What?
I just realised that I'm modelled in the game. Somebody that looks very similar to me.
What's that, Reese?
There's a character in Train Sim that looks very similar to me.
Which one?
The fat
That's
one
funny,
with a beard.
Yeah, okay, point. Yeah. That's true.
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure about the dress sense, but I reckon we could reskin that. I reckon there's a new Mr. Davies right there.
I think we do need some. We're on the saying invisible coupler. Oh yeah, with the loco. I don't know why there's an invisible coupler there.
Because they have two different types, two different models.
Oh.
Yeah.
We only got 2 more wagons to load, lads, and then we'll be heading back to the sawmill.
Jared,
Yes.
I know why it derails.
Why?
Is my still streaming?
Yes.
Have a look at that.
Why is it doing that?
I can only assume because the curve is too tight. The wagons.
I guess the wagons just weren't modelled very well.
Yeah.
That's my excuse.
You mean a dovetail product that wasn't made very well? No, I don't believe you.
That's not dovetail.
No, it's not dovetail, is it?
No, it's
Like,
romantic railroads or something like that.
No, it's not romantic railroads, is it?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think it is.
Yes.
No.
It is. Why?
No.
You're right there.
The romantic railroad stuff that's been released by Just Trains, like the Swiss stuff. Ugh. Is it? It's not actually, is it?
It is.
I think
That's
it
also.
might.
They made the logging pack.
Hmm.
So the wagons you're using, that derrick.
Oh. Explains a couple of things then. Oh, there's that
it's
funny
still
noise again.
Hmm?
There's that funny noise again.
Oh, my whistle didn't work now.
I think I might have pulled. I might have pulled too far forward. Go up, push it back. Only 1 more wagon. Train Sim, don't do this to me on the last wagon. I'd be really annoyed if literally 1 wagon couldn't be loaded now.
Would you be surprised though?
No.
How many wagons have you got?
Oh, there we go. It's coming. Number 15 being loaded. There we are.
I was going to say I managed to fit 20 in.
Do I have to go and get the what's it called? The crew mess wagon?
Yeah.
If you want.
All right.
I mean, now you got room to run around.
You can't leave the poker players behind.
No, the guys playing poker, I better not leave them behind. They'd be pissed, wouldn't they?
Yep. They'll be coming after you without axes and giant bandsaws.
Well, I was going to say, should I take on water? But seeing as I've got like nearly 8,000 gallons, there's not really much point.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that's an accurate value.
No, me neither.
Yeah, me neither. Especially when you look at the coal level as well.
21 tons of coal, which all looks like small pieces of wood.
You think that was supposed to be in metric rather than in period?
I've been super impressed with this machine. Although admittedly we've been basically back and forth about 400 times.
Oh, my whistle works again.
Hooray for whistles!
Just a little clogged.
Somebody clogged
Yep.
it with Marmite.
Someone stuck a chunk of wood up it.
I love the fact as well, in terms of Train Sim developers, we've got an American fella who makes the best British DLC, and we've got a number of Brits that make good American DLC. And also one that makes very bad American DLC who's going to remain totally nameless.
Which one's that, Reese?
Funnily enough, the guy who sold me some Duff character packs.
Ah, yes, that one. Honestly, I didn't even know that person existed until you sent me that link, and I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then a few seconds later, you're like, oh my god, no, don't get anything.
I know, I was really excited for some new characters, to possibly use in Over the Hills and in just as general scenic assets. And then when I loaded them, I literally got eye cancer as soon as I saw them.
Been diagnosed, it's day before.
I even diagnosed it.
Yep.
I love this route, Jared. It is just so nice to drive.
Thanks.
Just the screenshots. Literally, you don't have to go anywhere to get really good screenshots or good scenes. I mean, people watching this now are probably seeing the quality of these shots and just thinking, I want to download that.
Yeah, it's all well and good until you actually load it on your computer and your computer catches fire.
Literally, the moment that you download it, your computer will commit suicide. But, you know, other than that...
I know mine tried to, catch the on itself, but it had already done that, so it didn't.
I'll be honest, I was genuinely trying to keep the asset count down until I got to that forest.
And then it was like,
Then
yes.
I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
To be fair, though, it's just the price of air for having a good quality product.
Ooh, have I set the points correctly?
I think most rebuilders try and keep the asset count to like 2,000 a tile. If you only had 2,000 in the tile, it'd be empty.
Yeah. I mean, I had 2,000 when I only had some grass.
Yeah.
And no trees or anything.
So that's where I think a lot of developers go wrong, not for trees, but they want to keep grassing. It's like, it's kind of a vitally important part of the world.
I might have just made a boo-boo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for God's sake, what now?
You'll see when when the stream catches up.
Reese, I wasn't talking to you then.
Oh.
Apparently my train just derailed, but there's like nothing derailed. Well, that's 3 times I've tried it, so I'm going to give up with that one.
Maybe it's your frame. Maybe your frame rate.
Frame rate shouldn't cause it to derail.
Well, Reese has not had any problems with it. Much.
It's been pushing backwards on other 2 sidings. Because that's what's done it.
I was wondering what that was.
Sorry about that. Just had to say goodnight to the missus.
That's alright.
And I'm probably about to derail as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, that shunting backwards. I don't know what it is. I think we're
Yeah, that's definitely not going to go well for me. No. I'm not going to make it past that. That'll derail if I try and get past that.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Hey Reese, will you try an experiment for me?
What?
It'll probably make you derail, so save it beforehand, but once you get on, like, the other end of the wagons...
No, I'm not going to... the wagon is literally tipping over.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Back on the leading engineer to pull them away. Try pulling them out of the sidings and reverse them back onto the 3rd siding along, like the one with the buffer stops at the end. I just want to see if it'll derail you as well, or if it's just like an issue on my end.
I'm going to have to go and pull my consist forward a minute. Are you watching it live now?
Yep.
Did you see the wagon tipping over?
Yep.
Yeah. Why did you attempt that?
Yeah, I gave up. I thought I'd better. The discretion is the better part of valor. Let's just go and pull the wagons forward. I didn't even think about that when I was there. I should have.
Reese, stop a second.
Why?
Emergency stop right where you are.
Yeah, I've just emergency stopped.
Run round your wagon and just stick it on the other end.
I can't run round.
You can run round in that little loop. That's
No, I
the
can't.
side. No. You run round your mess wagon thing.
No, he doesn't have enough room.
I already tried it, Sam.
Right, yeah, I'm with you.
I couldn't make it past the point.
Just push it.
It's a bit of a shame that you can't fly shunt in this game.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a route for fly shunting. How is the lockdown in Australia going, Jared? They've started reopening things, haven't they?
I don't know. Slightly,
Yeah.
not much. Though it hasn't been as bad of a lockdown as it has been over where you guys are.
No, it's been pretty intense in Britain.
Yeah, you guys have had like a full lockdown, whereas ours has been a little more relaxed.
We haven't really. We're supposed to have, but it's just
Nobody's
not
followed the
worked.
rules. No.
Yeah.
Well,
There's been no enforcement of it, but because of that, it's not really worked. But now they're trying to return everything to normal, but the issue is, everything's sort of returning to normal in London, but if you look at the difference between London and Yorkshire, for example, Yorkshire is still at, like, red alert level of infection rate, whereas London's cleared up. So, it kind of doesn't work.
Oh god, I really need to have a wee.
Pause it, go.
I know. If only this was a train simulator that could be paused. .3801 went adhesion testing in Australia. Yeah, I saw that. I can't wait to see it go proper mainline again.
yeah, should be good.
Right, the loop is clear now. I can uncouple and run round properly. And before I do, I'm just going to go to the toilet real quick, so I'll be back in just a moment. Won't be long. I'll leave you with a lovely view of this beautiful machine. He is back.
Back to the future.
Hooray! So yeah, I nearly made a total cock up then. Go into the bathroom.
I think your Streamlabs thing is a bit broken.
No, it's because people keep swearing.
No, I actually saw what was written and there was no swear words in that, and it got got removed.
Did it?
Yeah. One of them was just Demsock saying how many assets he had in one of his.
Oh, it's
Roots.
probably because he said ass.
Ah.
See, just if one of you just type ass, it'll do it.
Let's just try typing assets.
Assets. Oh, it's done. It's not done it now. Oh God, no! Why? I didn't uncouple from my train. I thought it did. Oh, come on! There you are, Sam. It did. It did actually remove it.
Yeah, it did.
There you are.
We found
Assets.
the problem.
Okay, so alright, I might need to make some tweaks to Streamlabs then. Streamlabs
It's a bit overly sensitive.
It has been incredibly sensitive. It's a bit of a snowflake, shall we say? It is.
Oh.
Okay, Streamlabs is.
I think it broke.
I think it's because literally everybody is typing the word assets right now.
I'm just gonna report Streamlabs. Let's see. Unwanted.
Oh, see now I pulled forward and it coupled me up again.
Well, it's spam. That could work. Pornographic or sexually explicit
That was
material
weird.
to report it for. I could report it for child abuse.
I mean, technically.
Yeah, I guess.
What are you reporting?
I'm reporting Streamlabs.
Oh
Hate
God.
speech or graphic violence. Well, it's on a pretty brutal kill streak.
I'm gonna have to disable it, I think, because it's literally going mental. It's eating every single comment.
And the final option is harassment or bullying. Well, yeah, let's go for that one. Oh no, wait, there's another one.
Oh,
Choose. This is harassing me, or this is harassing someone else.
Please don't report it.
I'm curious as to know what would actually happen.
Probably my channel will be removed.
Well, we'll find out.
No!
It's too late.
Oh God damn it. I really want some clotted cream and scones now.
Some fucking what, mate?
Some scones.
Some what?
Scones.
Would you care to say that in?
Do you want me to repeat it in Yorkshire for you?
Yes,
Scone.
that's better.
There we go.
It's pronounced like that in Australia too.
Even in upside down, I pronounce it right.
Oh God.
And there's a very specific reason it's scone and not scone.
Why?
Because when you eat it, it's gone.
Right, have I set the track correct?
No.
The answer is yes, I have. But I'm going to save the game just in case. Let's put this crew quarters on the right side. Although this is going to be on the wrong side. Oh, no, it'll be downhill first, won't it? Actually, it will be in the correct place.
Not that it really matters, because the line in terms of gradient is a straight line to use, so... There's like an up and a down on both sides.
Can we admire the oversized playing cards? Maybe.
Yes, we can.
Just get a quick screenshot of it in the loop. Since we started this live stream, I've not heard it. I've not actually heard it blow off once.
I think it is blowing off. It's just very, very, very quiet.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it is a little.
I suppose
Maybe.
it might be. I thought it was more venting steam than blowing off.
Feathering.
Yeah. Although this 460 wheel arrangement is giving me Back to the Future vibes.
Yeah, it's probably... Yeah.
Although I don't think it was actually narrow gauge, the one that they used in Back to the Future, was it?
No,
Well,
it was standard. Well,
It was standard gauge, wasn't it?
which one they used to?
No, they used a 5-inch gauge model, didn't they?
yeah.
Well, actually, Jared, if you want in a route building shop,
Uh-oh. Yeah.
yeah, if you're in a route building challenge, build a Back to the Future route.
Yeah. Complete with
Yes.
a DeLorean.
Well, yeah, it would only be a short one. You'd only have to do like down up to the canyon.
Da, 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 da. Is it Disney that own the rights to that, or is it someone else?
No, it's I can't remember who actually owns it. It's a Universal thing, not a Disney thing. But I believe it's actually like the director that owns the rights to it, and they're refusing to let anyone do any sequels or anything.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of it's a good thing and a bad thing, because it's nice to have a part 4, but it kind of doesn't need it.
No, the thing is, I reckon you could do like a spin-off series where you could
Well, maybe
even bring 1 or 2 characters into it, but I wouldn't make it a full film.
Or maybe have it as a like 4th film, but not like a feature-length film, just like a, I don't know, just like a recap thing.
I think you need to add some of these lumberjacks shagging animals in the forest.
Specifically,
Make it more realistic.
Now, I'll use the one that looks like Reese.
yeah,
Well, that backfired.
our 25 streams coming to your life.
Come and watch me get bullied during my own live stream.
Well, it's a difficult job, but someone's got to do it, and
Yeah,
I'm proud.
For some reason, I just knew you were going to say that. I don't know why.
Oh, Reese, what do you think about the track that I've got sitting on the side of the line?
It looks good.
It looks like it should be a siding.
Yeah, what was it actually from? Was there an old siding there or something?
No, it's a new track ready to be laid.
Oh, right, they're replacing it, are they?
Or extending.
Ah. Where are you going to extend to?
I'm not going to do it. It's
Oh.
just adding some story to it. It's like they're preparing to go further. Because of
boldly go where no logging engine has gone before.
over a waterfall.
Off into space.
do you remember Dick Hardy, the Class 08? That's the one that was at Didcot, wasn't it? Dick Hardy.
Don't know. I don't really follow diesels.
And Streamlabs is at it again.
The Streamlabs is literally yeeting everybody.
Yeah, because everybody's now messing with it.
It's not fun anymore, just seeing every single comment is stop swearing. This is really not fun anymore, guys. Come on.
I love how it shows up on like the list as well, doesn't it, on your actual thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that because it's really starting to annoy me.
Your whole chat log is just gonna be Streamlabs yeeting everyone.
This whole stream has just been Streamlabs yeeting everybody.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive.
The breakdown train, quickly. And we're off, chaps. We're heading back to the sawmill.
Wait, Reese.
Right.
Save it before you go completely.
Maybe.
And
Hey Sam, maybe save that for after the stream.
yeah, but if he saves it there, we can resume it from there, and then it'll.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
But yeah, I just think it's worth checking, because if Reese has the same issue, it may be worth making that curve a little less tight before release.
For which curve you want?
I think I might do that.
You know that set of points you're just about to go over?
Yeah.
That set of points, because I've tried backing up on there 3 or 4 times now and I've derailed every time.
Oh, because I was backing up there, no trouble.
I was fine.
Wagons?
Yeah.
What, wagons going over the points or staying on the main bit?
Right, so basically once the last wagon's cleared, it's setting the points to go on to like third siding at the back.
Oh, and then putting the wagons
the short
over
one.
it.
And then tried reversing backwards and I derailed every time. But I tried doing it light engine as well and I derailed going over the set of points at the back.
Alright, let's have a look.
So
just watch the live stream and just check that I've done everything correct for your test. You happy with everything?
And in a second, that point's set. That point's set. That point's set. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go backwards then.
Save it first, cause
yeah, I already have.
Yeah. I want to know if it were just me being over ambitious with what wagons I were taking, or if it were an actual issue.
What sort of speed were you doing?
I were only doing like 3-4 mile an hour.
Yeah.
It was walking speed.
Wondering if it was because of the, what's it called? The knuckle couplers.
Yeah. Well, basically the wagon like twisted at a funny angle.
Yeah, I think it could have been the wagons there.
Yeah.
Because wagons like this, especially long consists, are not meant to be pushed.
Yeah, but it makes the shunting a lot harder if you can't push the wagons.
True, but then you'd have to split the train, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you derailing then? Because so far I've had no trouble.
It were about it were when the consists were about halfway along, and I don't actually think it were like first set of points, I think it were the second set of points. But I also had wagons in there, so I'm not sure if it were, like, you know when you get near wagons and it sort of makes them jolt?
Yeah.
I don't know if it were that, or if it were the points or what, but I derailed every time, so I think it's just something worth checking.
We are, everybody. We're beta testing the route. Mark, what's going on with Streamlabs is I think everybody keeps swearing, and it's yeeting them every time they do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
How much further do I need to go?
I don't think you do. I think if it were going to do it, it would have done it by now.
Right, okay.
How many wagons have you got there?
15.
Hmm.
Oh well, I think we'll call that a successful test then.
Yeah, I think it would just train sim derping.
And we're off to the sawmill, everybody. Nearly been streaming for 3 hours.
That's the longest stream we've done in a while.
It is. It's not the longest stream we've ever done.
I think it's probably the longest we've streamed for the least distance we've covered.
Yeah. It certainly is.
Well, all that being said, I reckon we're going to have quite a fun live stream when the Over the Hills route is finished.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got a load of shunting we can have on that, or we will do when we've remodelled the docks and the colliery.
Oh god, Chris has arrived and he's already ruined it. Casey Jones, da 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 da. I was actually wondering earlier who or when was somebody going to mention that song. To be fair, I do like the song. Casey Jones, da 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 da. Casey Jones, ba ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 ba da 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 da. There you go. I'm managing a steady 10, 11 miles an hour, rapidly increasing. Oh god, brakes on.
See, what you've got to do is you've got to use the traditional locomotive driver's method of saving efficiency and build up as much speed as you dare going downhill to get you up the other hill at the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Chris is asking what engine is this. This is one of the Baldwins from Machine Rail's website.
Yeah. Chris, for you watching, this is the one I were on about with a fancy whistle. But Reese, do you want to give him a do with a fancy whistle so you can see what I mean?
I'm just dropping both anchors a sec.
Yeah. If you give him like a whistle with just the space, and then a whistle with a space and the enter.
There we go.
Just 'cause if he can find a way of doing that on his locos, that would be absolutely epic.
So Chris, just to show you, this is the normal space whistle. Just the normal space bar, and then holding space bar and then pressing the enter key. That makes it go low pitched, and then release the enter key and it goes back to high pitched. And it actually works really quite well, I have to be honest.
It's the best variable whistle I've seen in train sim.
And I've basically been completely yeeting over this route.
Speed limits. Where we're going, we don't need speed limits.
It just shows you what is possible with train sim. I keep saying the same things, it just looks so good.
Yeah, but let's be honest, when was the last time we drove on one of Jared's routes and were disappointed with it?
Well, we weren't disappointed.
Exactly. You know, we should really stop complimenting so much. It'll all go to his head.
Too late.
He's gonna end up like BTG in no time.
Now, what I'll do is I'll get rid of most of, like, 90% of the assets. Then I'll sell it for like $300.
That's the BTG way.
He's well on his way.
Oh, Chris is saying the whistle is actually one long sustained fart. There we go.
Oh.
Hey Reese,
Yeah.
is it alright if Demsox joins the voice chat?
Yeah.
I'll drag him in if he's in Discord somewhere.
Why am I struggling on this hill now? Oh. Kenny Cartoon's saying he's just got an ad for Raid Shadow Legends. There you are, you're contributing to the income of my channel. I make my money through advertising. Raid Shadow Legends, go and buy it and all the things. I tell you what, Sam, I've got
Yes.
I've got 15 wagons loaded this time, and I'm really struggling. Last time I had 20 and I did all right.
Huh. That's interesting.
I'm
Also,
hemorrhaging steam, which ain't good.
yeah, do you want to tell Demsox if he wants to join? Hop in at general chat. Oh, he has them.
Heard.
Right. Yep. I'll drag him through.
I turn the blower on. Come on, we gotta make it. We only got a little bit further to go to the sawmill.
Who are you struggling there, Reese?
Yeah, I think I don't know why she's really struggling this time. It's a bit heavy.
You did overfill the boiler.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe that's why.
Though I think it might also be the hill that's messing with the numbers.
Yeah. Oh god, I didn't check which road I'm going into. That'll do. But that speed won't. Oh god, slow down.
There we go. Missions.
There we go. Nothing bad has ever happened at a sawmill before. SG Media is asking how does he join the Discord. It's because there is no Angry Welshman Productions Discord, it's gone.
Right, let's have a look. New channel.
I have been thinking about if I should bring it back or not, but I don't know. Really just don't like
It's
the idea.
moderating it, isn't it?
That was the big problem before, is being able to moderate it. I just couldn't find the time to moderate it properly.
Yeah. Right, hopefully you should be able to view it now and speak.
Nathan is saying now I have to unload all the wagons. Well, I don't know. I might not bother unloading them because genuinely the...
Nah, don't bother.
No, I was going to say it would be here all night if I do that.
I think
Yeah.
I think
Probably-
we need a marker or a person or something
Yeah.
to mark where to stop the wagon.
I
I'll
would
do
say take the loaded wagons, the ones loaded with planks, take them back down, quick visit to the coal mine and then call it a day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to bed anytime soon. Oh, yes, I am. I only got an hour left until I got to be out the house. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go back down the hill and we'll take a quick visit to the coal mine. collect the wagons from there, and then yeah.
What's up?
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
I waited for an opportune moment to announce my arrival.
That's alright. I wasn't sure if I'd set settings properly.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. I found myself talking to myself in answering to the stream. Of like, when, just people saying random things. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh wait, I'm not speaking to you.
Nathan wants to see. Chris says you've done a really good job of catching the American aesthetic of the route, Jared.
Thanks.
I mean, this is really messed up. We've got British people making American stuff. We've got Americans making British stuff. We've got Australians making American stuff.
And then we've got British making Australians make British stuff.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who's keeping the peace?
Pretty much, yeah.
Am I holding on? I do love that an Australian has given approval to another Australian that the American stuff is good.
Really?
Everybody wants to see B-Girl. It'll have to be after the stream, or after we finish, because I'll have to reload the scenario editor.
She's caused a bit of a buzz, isn't she?
No way.
It's been 4 minutes. I'm on a streak.
Is the streak as good as Streamlabs streak earlier?
Oh, that was funny. I don't know what it was. I looked at it and I was like, wait, is that referring to me? Or is this just like an error? Like, so, like, I didn't swear. And I was checking through what I said, like, what have I... And then it did not even occur to me that assets, obviously now, but just like... and then, yeah, I had to seize the opportunity, really, once, you know. I'm itching to have a go on the route myself. So hurry up.
It's on friends only, you should be able to see it.
Yep.
That is true. A minute. Save.
I would recommend Lee's Baldwins as well, though. They have very nice locos for it.
Yeah, they are very nice.
It's also quite fitting, I think, that they're wood fired, or some of them are.
Do you reckon that's like overhead costs? Like, do you reckon it's cut out of their profit margins? Or like,
I don't know, but surely it'd be, more efficient for a lumber railway to have.
Oh yeah, of course.
Fired. I mean, even if they were just
they never counted it as like any overhead. It was literally they just stop and pick it up. It was just,
this one looks bad.
Honestly, it would have been waste. It would have been a waste product that would have been used.
Yeah, that's true.
And only in really exceptional circumstances, if they ran out of wood, would they use actual timber that they'd sawn. But that was literally like, the kind of offence that you would never live it down in the mess room.
Do you reckon that there was like a young lad, like an apprentice, who started loading in like pieces of wood to be sold, just throwing it in the firebox? It's like, come on lads, let's get some more steam. Like, you're throwing away money, lad.
That's the way to do it. Might as well be taking $10 bills and throwing them in the firebox. Oh, Chris has been playing with the idea of doing some generic narrow gauge, but just thoughts. Chris, fail of Rydal. Fail of Rydal. Please.
He does think, I have to say, he's not a huge fan of narrow gauge.
No, I know.
Which is fair.
Yeah,
I can dream. I can
the
dream.
issue with narrow gauge in train sim is that there kind of isn't any. And it's one of those areas, well, there is, but what there is all mediocre quality. Certainly for
I mean, I think the Welsh Highland and Festiniog stuff is actually nice, but as you've said, it's free will. It's nice for free will stuff.
Exactly. There's no real high quality stuff.
And what there is, like the chorus is just not that great a pack. The logo literally can pull like one slate wagon and that's it.
Do you think it has something to do with demand, or do you think it's just
maybe? It might be. I mean, but the thing I always look at with thinking about stuff like that is it that there's no demand, or is it if you make the route, then you kind of make the demand as well?
Chris has said it's more a case of reference material.
Oh, there is that. That is
the issue with NG locos is the same as with industrials, which is that generally there's a lack of reference and drawings, which is fair enough. I know for Nunlo there's a total of 4 works drawings that exist for the engine, and that's it. And they do cover most stuff on it, but they're like general arrangement drawings, so there's no details for specific parts on it.
Right, we're heading back down the valley.
Lovely jubbly.
With our loaded train of timber. Oh, I better pick up that mess room wagon, hadn't I? Is it all downhill back to that place?
Yep.
We completely failed to come up with any names for this place.
I'm sure there'll be plenty in the chat.
Yeah, there was plenty that were popping up earlier on, so I'll have a look over the VOD. We'll see what I can pick up.
I think the majority of the names came up in the first hour of the stream.
Yeah. Which I suppose makes it quite easy to look for the names after the fact, because at least they're not somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually came up on my game, first time.
Hey.
Let's have a peruse.
I apologise in advance for the frame rate.
As I've said before, you only have yourself to blame.
Yes.
Who needs frame
That's
rates
why I
anyway?
apologise.
You know, when I play Train Sim, I go, nah, I don't need frame rates.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, generally, as you said earlier in the stream, like, the rule of less is more, I suppose, is always good, but Jared was, like, the only person where it's more is more.
Yeah,
like, less is just more is more.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh, you want dense foliage? Cool, we'll put dense foliage in there. I was listening to him building it, right, and it was literally just click, 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 click. I was like, my God, man, what are you doing? And yeah, he's adding all of the bushes.
Train Sim.
Just going nuts. I mean, no, it's paid off because it is amazing.
Oh,
thanks.
Victorian lad, Chrissy's saying if he was to do narrow gauge, it would be the cabless quarry Hunslets.
Yes!
Ooh.
I tell you what, now,
Oh,
Chris, you would be onto a winner with that, I think.
Chris, what is your bank account?
To be fair though, with those quarry Hunslets, you can, with a few variants, you can literally make a narrow gauge loco that can be used on absolutely any narrow gauge route in the world.
Well, they were so popular, they were exported all around the world, weren't they?
Yep. There's some in Australia, some in America, they're everywhere. Like, if you did a cabless version and a cabbed version, that you could use it for everything.
If we want a reference for frames, on Jared's route, it's 20.
I get 50.
I'm not even going to say how many I get. I get like 30, and then it drops to 5, and then it goes to 30.
I should have said that's in the word editor.
Oh.
That isn't even like I'm not even driving anything.
Yeah, in other news, I've just added a new section to the server right at the bottom, which you should all be able to see. Basically, this is just for live streaming stuff, so I've just got it so that only specific people can see it. But it should save us having to drag people around and that.
We're heading back to base.
So, Over the Hills is now being rebooted as an American narrow gauge logging railway.
Yeah. Over the logs. This is land, dear dog, and this is where the yokels come and chop trees down, isn't it? Di'll be a Shay. Leslie'll be a Baldwin 460.
Ian will be a Quarry Hunslet.
Yeah, Ian's a Quarry Hunslet.
Please, I've just had the most ridiculous and simultaneously brilliant idea.
What?
We should make Ian a Quarry Hunslet on a Lermark wagon with like a belt from the wheels to the wheels.
Nice.
So it can just be like a narrow gauge loco running on a Lermark.
It's gotta be done.
You know how like they did like traction engines, like were converted to like, there's one somewhere where it's like a traction engine railway loco thing. And it's basically just a traction engine but with railway wheels.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, basically like that but a narrow gauge loco.
Might be going a little bit excessively fast.
Yeah, be right.
It'd be right.
What's the worst that could happen?
Consist tilt error.
Don't say those words.
Something bad has happened to your program. Would you like to save a diagnostic file?
See, I'm young enough to train sim that I've never had whatever.
Oh god, you haven't lived, mate. You haven't lived until you had that.
However, I have had more than enough dump file errors to make up for it. I always find the oddest one is whenever you close train sim, like you just normally quit it, and then it comes up with a dump file message after you've exited, and it's like, what?
Just to make sure.
It's like, no, you can't just
You were leaving this game?
You must crash.
You dare escape upon your own will?
Yeah, it's just like, I'm already closing you, why do you?
I am the captain of this ship now.
Look at
Oh,
me.
someone make a
Look
meme
at me.
quick.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I am the captain of this message.
These people are building something. I'm assuming it's a church or a school. And I'm just driving past with all their wood. I'm just like, no, you will not have this wood.
No, it's a barn.
Oh, it's a barn, is it?
Yeah, they're in the progress of making a cattle farm.
Oh, nice.
Hence the cattle dock that's in there.
See, this, what we've got here, what Jared has actually modelled is the deforestation of the Amazon.
Oh,
What's happened is they've cut all the logs down and now they're building a McDonald's. This right here, it's going to be a McDonald's ranch. It's where they're going to get the cows from. And there's going to be absolutely no legal documentation to say so.
They could be making wood chips.
apparently that place is a brothel, according to Thomas UK Hoy.
Yeah, sure, let's go for that.
I mean, it's already got the poles.
Wait. I thought that was for a strip club, not a brothel.
Well, it's got wood.
Are you proud of yourself?
Lots of splintery wood.
That's just what you want in a brothel, isn't it? Lots of splintery wood.
Sounds rough.
Where's Jim with the sounder?
Dear me.
It's happened again.
Another family-friendly stream from Angry Welshman Productions.
Oh god.
Dear me.
I wonder how many miles we've covered in this little machine.
Probably not many.
Probably about 10.
Probably 2.
Well,
2.
considering I've been backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Oh, there's people with a broken down horse.
Broken down horse.
Broke down horse.
Yeah.
You know,
No, it's fine, but the horse is just...
it's funny you say that, because isn't that what Marty McFly says in Back to the Future 3? I asked him how he got there, and he says something like his a bear ate his shoes, his horse broke down, and he lost his hat. Or he just forgot his hat or something like that. I mean, he was going to say his car broke down, but then it sort of dawned on him that they don't know what a car is because it doesn't exist.
Although, did they technically call rail vehicles cars?
I guess so.
So they would know off the word car.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't know in that same context. So it might still register to them. Like my car is broken down, so you came by train, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm clutching at straws.
No, I guess that'd make sense. It'd just be a bit odd, though.
We've made it to the interchange, lads.
Hey, you gonna go have a look at the coal mine, or?
Yeah, we'll go have a look at the coal mine. We'll just drop off these. We'll just drop off these wagons.
Drop your load.
Standard gauge interchange. Does the
So right,
standard
Reese,
gauge
I've got-
interchange work? Sorry, interrupt.
I was going to say, we're thinking about the sort of the content of the stream. It does say, disclaimer, the content of this channel is intended for mature audiences.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nope,
So
right.
you have warned. You know,
Ooh,
you have made a warning.
And let's have a
I've
look.
warned everybody in every video that I have that it's not intended for kids.
Yep.
It's only because of the language, really, nothing else. Well, some of the conversations are not exactly the most PC, but should be. There we go, we're uncoupled. We've brought the freshly sawn timber down to the interchange.
That was a 3 hour and 15-minute round trip.
Yep.
It's not the most efficient railway ever, is it?
No. An hour of which was spent trying to turn the loco round on the turntable.
Yeah. I
That
think
wasn't
the
exactly the route's fault.
railway needs to invest in some crew training.
Maybe it's just trying to match Amazon's current delivery policy.
Will be delivered some point in the next 6 months.
Yep, I've ordered something and all it says is arriving in June.
Oh.
Which part of June? No idea. I don't even think it said 2020 either.
June in 3 years.
That's
So-
approximately release date for Over the Hills as it happens.
We don't have
Nice
a
little-
release date because it's not happening. It's cancelled.
It's cancelled again. Yeah, speaking of which, Reese, I need you to help with filling in that booklet thing at some point.
Yeah.
Because I'll need you to write like the bits that need to be related to the characters, because you have a better idea of what you want than me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I could do something, but I kind of don't want to write from the viewpoint of one of the characters you've made up in your head.
Yeah.
Partly because I dread what they would think of, but, you know, there's other reasons too.
I could have used another loco for this, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
Is there any point, or is it too late? I've only got
Yeah,
about
just-
20 or 30 minutes left to stream it. Ah, fuck it. We'll use the Mikado for this bit, just for the pure shits and giggles.
Okay.
One of those is more practical for you.
Yeah, I've
Plains
noticed
Biome
that-
Productions is now saying, did I just say that Over the Hills is cancelled? Yes, it is. It's over. Get it?
The hills. And it's cancelled.
Fun fact for you all, The Hills is not actually the name of the series or the railway or anything to do with that. Over the Hills is actually the name of the members magazine for the Penrith Valley Railway Preservation Society.
Although if
As
you want
of
to go by the
Given that-
original story, it was actually the name of the song used in the theme music for Sharp.
Over the hills and far away.
O'er
what a
the
good-
hills
what a good
and
si-
northern Maine,
Ah,
through
a good-
Flanders, Portugal and Spain.
What a
King
good
George
series that was.
commands and we obey. Over the hills and far away. That's the only reason the show is called Over the Hills, is because of that song.
There we go.
Jared, I've completely screwed up again. I'm parking the logo in the carriage shed.
What are you doing that for?
Well, that's where I found it.
You put it there in the first place.
Yeah,
put it back where it came from.
I'm putting it back where it came from.
Put that thing back where it came from. So help me.
There we go. Thank you, 210. You've been a very faithful and useful engine today. Let's bring on Mickey the Mikado.
What version of the Mikado are you using? Is it the oil-fired one, or is it the...
That is a good question. The turntable
It's the
is
oil-fired
dirt.
one. Sorry, was it?
Something has happened to the turntable.
What? Did it go invisible?
Worse.
Worse? I can't see it yet.
Well, when the stream catches up, you'll see it. I don't actually
Oh.
know if I can trust it.
Well, give it a go and see what happens.
Oh,
Worst
Oh,
case scenario, you'll derail and everyone in the stream will be incredibly happy. Best case scenario, you'll go over it and it'll work fine.
I think I've seen this happen to me before.
yeah, you did. I was watching when that happened.
Yeah, and I can't remember what happened. What happened?
It was like, for some reason, the turntable duplicated itself,
Yeah.
and there
I
ended
think
up being
it's-
two assets there.
As far as train sim is concerned,
I just thought of something.
every single one of those roads is like a separate piece of track.
I just thought of something. This engine might not fit on the turntable.
It does fit.
It does?
I have tried it.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes.
right.
It's tight, but it fits.
If it doesn't fit, this will be a great episode of Thomas the Tank Engine when Gordon falls off the end of the turntable.
Yeah. It's the oil-fired version.
Jared, I see you in this chat as well. This is exciting news, which I don't think we can actually tell anyone, but we won't.
Don't worry, there's not going to be that much longer left.
I'm
Oh,
incredi-
Grace. This version of the Mikado has a very Australian-sounding whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a listen to it.
I'm just gonna have a listen to that because I want to try and work out if I could actually stick that on something else or not.
I mean, all it says is that's not a knife.
Listen to this whistle. It's the best Australian whistle I've ever heard. That's not a knife. There we go.
That's not a whistle. That's a whistle.
Apparently the 282 is a German design.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the cab, it really does look quite German.
It does look quite Germanic in nature, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's about to invade Poland.
Oh no.
It's alright, it's after 9, it's after the old watch.
Yeah, it's after the curfew.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere.
Not yet in Australia.
It's after 9 PM still, though.
Right, we're off. No, I'm not too
We're off.
wild.
Future.
It's a hillbilly hooter, apparently. Me Engineer 100 is saying it's from a Garrett. This is... Oh, Chris, yeah, this is a bit of a chonk, a loco. It's a bit like Big Chungus of the narrow gauge world. It's 3-foot gauge Big Chungus. Although I get the impression that the wheels don't actually go round at the correct speed. If you understand what I mean. The motion is going round, but it doesn't seem to match with the speed of the loco.
Yeah. Is it going a bit quick or a bit
It almost
slow?
looks a bit slow, like the wheels aren't quite turning around quite fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but it is kind of noticeable. Right, we're off to the coal mine.
I hope.
I sent some more screenshots.
Up my go we go.
It's time for screenshots. A light engine move with a Mikado. Which
Every
is
time you say that, I think you're saying Meccano. Just by the way.
100%. It does sound proper nice though.
What's the speed limit at the bridge?
10, isn't it?
I think it might be 15.
15.
Wait, hang on. Which bridge?
The big one. 15.
Yeah, 15 from there up until the coal mine.
Yeah, Jared, I'm thinking some nice Australian NAs might look quite nice on this route.
Yeah, if only we had some.
How about some kangaroos?
Yeah, if only we had some.
Wasn't it during
Yeah,
that
if only
Aussie
we-
live stream we did, Sam, that you tried to convince me that someone had put a kangaroo in the route and it was actually bollocks?
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
That was funny.
There's one kangaroo on this entire several miles on route. Try and find it.
This loco is actually bouncing around so much I think it's just going to fall off the track.
So like land yachting.
Yeah. Apparently this loco looks like something from the Warsaw Pact. Oh my god, it's literally about to throw itself off the track with the way it's bouncing around.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
don't-
kind of making the track a little bit rough.
No, but
Mm.
I don't have that trouble with that loco on that line. which is strange. Mine doesn't bounce around like that.
Were you
Doesn't it?
using oil-fired one?
Yeah, that exact one.
Ah. I mean, it's quite a good thing because logging railways are often not really built. We were all built like really cheaply and sort of as temporary things, which is why they had to invent locos like Lechi. Because they found with normal locos, the motion from the cylinders was causing excessive wear. So that's why they came up with Lechi, where it's like all gear driven and it reduces that problem. So instead of having the engine rocking around, it's sort of rocking vertically instead of horizontally, so it can wear the track.
Does actually look really good. Have you seen it going over this bridge? It looks spectacular. Look, I just realised what it reminds me of, though. I don't know whether you've seen it. There's a film, a very old film called Northwestern Frontier. And it's
Nope.
set in India, but it's about these guys and they have to rescue this prince. And they use a steam loco to break through the lines of the enemy and take him to safety. It's a really good story, actually. Yeah, there's a scene in it. They have to go over this massive viaduct, and yeah, that's this. What we were just doing. It just reminded me of it. Right, let's see. What platform have I been shunted into? The correct one! My god. At the coal mine, where I've put logs.
Oh dear.
Hang on, boss, I'm just going to the coal mine to pick up a load of logs.
How did they get there?
That is literally what has happened. I'm using this massive 282 Mikado thing. Oh, somebody, the guy who's called my name in the chat has said, Sahib, they said Victoria was only good for shunting. Yes, he knows the film.
We're gonna have a look for this engine now. What were it called? Western Frontier?
Northwest Frontier.
Northwest Frontier.
Very good film. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. We'll have a quick look at the colliery. And then
1969.
Yeah, very old film.
Whew.
There's an actor in it called Kenneth Moore.
Right.
He was in A Night... I just flew off the track. There we go. Well, I failed. Sorry, everybody, but that is going to be the end of the live stream right there.
Oh.
I'm not going to bother loading back in.
Pity, because the coal mine is actually really nice.
I know. I'm really sorry about that, Jared. But I don't.
It's okay.
I'm not going to load back in now. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Right then.
It's all good.
Right, before we do end, I'm just very quickly going to show everybody the worst characters ever made for Train Sim.
I see what you mean about that bridge scene, Reese.
Well, you've watched the film already?
No, I've just found screen caps from it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that looks quite good. I love how the look has like a golden chimney.
Oh, it's worth watching. It's an old film, but it really is worth watching. Very good film.
Man.
Anyone want to see B-Girl?
Aye.
Reece, you came off them points in the most anticlimactic way.
I know.
Just bounced.
It just came out and went, ugh.
The logo just sort of went,
gave
pop,
up.
pop goes the Mikado. Hillbilly Hooter. I want to do a live stream of the Alaska Railroad at some point from, was it Seward to Anchorage?
Hmm.
I don't know how long it'll take, but yeah, it's supposed to be a good one.
Should do it with American Flying Scotsman.
What, in Alaska?
Yeah.
I thought you spat them. Sounded like you.
Go for it. Why not? I mean, I think it would be perfectly suitable.
Northwest Frontier was shot mostly on location in Spain. There were a few shots filmed in India, but using completely different logos on different gauges.
That sounds about right.
Because I suppose a lot of India is actually 5-foot gauge, isn't it?
Don't know.
It's either 5 foot or I can't remember.
Or 5'3" or something. It was like slightly bigger than standard.
Five foot 6.
Oh, 5'6", that big. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's a question. There's a lot of broad gauges out there, but what was the biggest broad gauge? Was it the Great Western broad gauge?
I mean,
I think so, yeah.
I mean, was Great Western like 7 foot?
It was 7 foot.
Yeah, there's a few 5-foot broad gauges or 5'2" broad gauges, isn't there? I don't know of any 6-foot somethings. And then there were Great Western at 7 foot.
I think the German Reich, the Hitler and his chief architect, Albert Speer, they did actually plan, when they had conquered the world, they did actually plan, I think it was a 13-foot gauge railway. It was going to be absolutely monumentally, stupidly big, but it was basically going to run from Berlin to Johannesburg in Africa. And it was going to stop in all these different places on the way and just connect, with one train, just connect these cities.
Well, that's certainly ambitious.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
so if you Google broad gauge, like a list of broad gauges, there are some bigger than 7 foot.
Are there?
Yeah.
Like Russia and China and places.
So there's a ship elevator. I don't know if this counts. It's listed, but it's a ship elevator in Russia.
Right.
That's 29 foot gauge.
Okay, so we're going to start with these characters.
Does it count?
It's listed. I mean, it's Wikipedia, so. But
And there you see the new model for those little red guys. The new model for Mr. Davies right
It
there.
is, yeah. That's Mr. Davis's new model.
Mr. Davies.
And this is
He's
where
going-
it gets bad.
Mr. Davies is going to spin into over the hills and ask if you know the way, and he's going to bring his hat out and spin it around just like in Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
There's B-Girl.
oh no, not these again.
These are literally these packs were £4 each from Brick Kits. So I can honestly tell you, for 4 packs of static people characters in Train Sim, that is not £4 worth a pack.
Terrifying.
Yeah. These are literally the worst things I've ever seen in Train Sim.
Oh my god, look how muscly the station staff are.
Which is so disappointing because the amount of variation that you get with the packs, with the characters, like it could have been something absolutely incredible. But it just isn't.
Yeah.
What's with some of the stances they've got?
Yeah, I know.
A lot
On
of
a
them are
side
dancing.
If someone does fancy making some good characters to use in Over the Hills, get in touch with us.
Mr. Davis'
Actually-
massive pipe.
You know what some of these remind me of? Those
Super D.
those mannequins they had in those towns that they had for atomic bomb testing.
Oh god, yeah.
That's what it is. It's
It's just yeah.
characters.
Oh look, there's a Knuckles.
There's a guy with a sledgehammer. There's two guys with shovels and wheelbarrows.
I
mean, something's going down wherever it is.
For some reason, the Ugandan Knuckles wasn't showing up in the game for me before, but now it appears to be doing so. So I don't know what's changed.
You've
Why?
turned your sensitivity and all that malarkey up.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. That's why I couldn't see it then. Because before I was trying to put Ugandan Knuckles down, but it wouldn't.
Do you know
show
what?
up.
That's given me a brilliant idea for a route modification.
Where is Ugandan Knuckles located? Try and find him.
Well, no. Well, that is a good one, but I was actually thinking just do a bulk file replacement and add the new tools.
Yeah, I've added them to locos and to stock and stuff.
Well, you know when you're missing assets on a route and you've just got milk bottle, right?
Well, use Ugandan Knuckles instead.
You can just do a bulk file replacement. Maybe one of Jared's routes eventually populated. Just replace everything with Ugandan Knuckles. But don't alter any of the scaling or anything. So you've just got a load of randomly scaled, randomly positioned Ugandan Knuckles in a route.
On a slight serious note on that idea, the guys at Dovetail suggested that they use giant red telegraph pole, like just something big and obscene that you can easily see, so that if you want to try and find missing assets, you just look out for these giant red telegraph poles, which is actually a really good idea.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would
Ugandan
give you the motivation.
Ugandan
to
Knuckles
fix
would
it,
work.
wouldn't it? It would give you the motivation to actually find it and fix it.
I think what we really need is to make Ugandan Knuckles drivable.
Yeah.
What on the the pump trolley or something?
No, just we've got drivable Simba.
Yeah.
We need Ugandan Knuckles, so he can run, and whenever you press the space bar, it'll go to another way.
Right then, chaps. I think it is time to call it an end to the live stream. We were driving 3 hours with the Baldwin.
Not bad going.
And then 12 minutes with the Mikado, and then I threw it through a set of points and it exploded.
So, moral of the story, take the Baldwins instead of the Mikado.
Exactly. If I had taken the Baldwins, everything would have been fine. So, on that bombshell, I think it is time to end the live stream. I hope everybody has enjoyed this. This has been Angry Welshman Productions. Me, Reese. I've been joined tonight by Sam Steventon of Blastpipe Productions, Mr. Jared of Trollyfodder, building route thingy mabobby guy, and Dem Fox. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. Rate, comment, like, and subscribe and all that bollocks. And I hope to see you in the next live stream that we do, and we don't know when it'll be. I'll add a link in the description when this route is released, so you can go and download it at all. I'll also add a link in the description for the Baldwins to Machine Rail's website. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.